There we go. What's the deal, y'all, man? If y'all coming in, hit them like, share, same old thing. You know what the deal is. Let's get to this FYP page as fast as we can today. Invite them people that hold grudges. And if you got a grudge yourself, invite yourself. Wait, you already in here. Forgiveness and grudges, man. Invite some people that might need to figure this out. Let me see something. Let me get my other page real quick. Let's see. Let's see. What's the deal, y'all, man? Just starting to live up. Gotta invite some people. If y'all got some people, invite them. Let's get this party started on Friday. Got a few hours for y'all, man. Got a few hours. If y'all can invite at least 10 people and your friends, you know what I'm saying, that you might need help to learn how to forgive, or holding some deep grudges, don't know how to get out that situation. Let me see something real quick. Alright. See something real quick. Let's see who I can share this to. My longest grudge is a year. Oh, that's not bad then. That's not bad. That's not bad. So I know some people that's still on grudges. It's crazy. How did you get over it? Let's see. I'm over here trying to invite some people, so I really can't see the screen. I can see it on my backup page though. Still to this day, I'm on that. You still grudging? You sure you still holding a grudge? I didn't. I'm still upset. Oh wow. You said about a year? Yeah. I feel it. I guess it depends on the amount of damage that's been done, in the situation. And sometimes I ask myself, is it really worth holding it? A grudge for this long? Because grudges itself, all they do is eat at yourself while the other person not even thinking about it. That's one thing that made me try to, let it go fast. Cause I'm like, me being sitting in my stomach about to get an ulcer or something like that, me just sitting there holding this against somebody that probably not even thinking about it no more. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. It's not good for my health. That's like me wishing for something for somebody that's never, they already living their life. That'd be like a whole waste of life for real. That's what that'd be. Or a waste of time when that time could be used to improve yourself. Let me see. I don't think I sent the invites out. Let me see. Get some of my friends up in here real quick. Let's see. So a couple people I should invite. Let's see. I got a few more people I gotta invite. That's crazy. I just sent you an invite. That's crazy. I was just sending you part of the invite. Kev held a grudge because I had not about. Dang, you can't be telling on me, man. Don't do that, man. I learned to let it go. You know what I'm saying? It was eating at me. You know what I'm saying? It was eating at me. So how this dude get to have? I was hating. It's like, nah. Like, no, what's the deal, man? You still grinding it out this Friday? No, you be working, man. Yeah, I went on and did my grudges today because tomorrow I'm doing that redo of yesterday because I want to talk about that all night. You know what I'm saying? I might need your help on that one because, you know what I'm saying? Well, I had a decent panel yesterday, so it wasn't a lot of pushback from what I expected, though. But it wasn't that many people in there, so uh, that's why I'm gonna leave that open tomorrow to have some people in there. I'm gonna catch it, so we gotta get some stuff going. Let me see. At least open some minds up, man. Get a few more people. Hold on, I'm not looking at my Oh, what's the deal? Third child in the building. I'm working as usual. I just put up video being a little petty. Oh yeah, that be like that every now and then, man. Every now and then. The petty. Let me see. I'm trying to get a few people up in here. Who else? Let me get Motto in here. I haven't seen her in a while. I don't think I've seen her. Let me see. Who else? Let's see. New person. I just added her a while ago. I just sent her one too. I see some people I need to unfriend. Like if I ain't see a friend in here I ain't seen in about a month, I'm unfriending them. I need to keep all my people that I'm active with on my stuff. Who else can I send some? Who else? Oh, get him in here. He one of my new mains. Yeah, y'all give me 1 second. I'm not really looking at the screen. I'm just trying to send these invites out. Well, while I'm sending these invites, y'all can send some invites. Help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? But give me just a second. I'm just trying to get these invites going. I sent her one. I used to know her a while ago. Who else I could send an invite to? Who else I could send an invite to? I haven't seen her in here in a while. Now give me 1 second. 1 second. I'll see if our cat wanna come in here and see what. Who else? I sent her one. I think that's everybody. Okay, I'm good now. Alright, I see y'all now. I see y'all now, man. So what I miss? What's the deal? Echo in the building. How you feeling? How you feeling, man? Y'all can send it to at least 5 people or something, man. That'd be very helpful. You know what I'm saying? My boy third child, free my boy third child. He still can't hop in the box yet. Probably tomorrow he can. At least tomorrow that's when it get juicy. You know, for real. Oh, my sister passed a year ago and some change ago, and I'm still upset with her circle. So it's somebody that was around you. Was somebody that was kicking with your sister that you have a grudge against. Or what's the Well, come up in the box and let's explain this. I want to hear what you're talking about. I want to know what you. Come up in the box, man. Yeah, all the boxes open for y'all, man. I'm not really, this be open for the guests. I usually do a message, but this my, I already talked about grudges a while ago, so now I'm here to open the platform up to here. You know what I'm saying? And see if I can help with people with grudges and the lack of forgiveness. Hey, hair itching and stuff. See something real quick, man. Y'all can hit them likes for me and stuff. do all that good stuff, man. Trying to get to that FYP page, you know. Trying to get to that FYP page. My boy CD in the building. Yeah, go ahead, come on up, Seal. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Or if you don't want to talk about it, you can just be, you know what I'm saying? You can chill, man. Sometimes some people might not want to talk about it at the moment, but you know the door is open, man. So hopefully when I get if I get some other people in this box, man, maybe they can help be able to look at it from another point of view. Be able to look at things from another point of view, man. You said what's my story? Or you want me to give an example of something? I probably did have something. Let's see. What story do I have? I remember I was bad. I was bad back then because I think it's some stuff I was following after my father and stuff, which I'm helping him today. You know what I'm saying? But I know he was always known to hold grudges and stuff, and I always looked at. I followed after his footsteps because I always had it in the mind of like, shoot, you messed me over if you did me wrong when I know I don't do you wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking to you no more. So I was real bad. It was like I didn't care like who it was, if it was a chick or a friend or something like that. I literally wouldn't, they can if you may embarrass me or something like that. I'm like, okay, you trying to be fake? I heard like that's fake. You know what I'm saying? People used to be saying that real quick. I ain't give you no chance as a rap after that. I just don't be friends no more. Shoot, I did that with one of my friends that I wouldn't. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be friends today because my grudge was so bad. And I was bragging about, you know what I'm saying? I used to brag. People be bragging about this stuff. I didn't realize how silly that was but I was young, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying it's an excuse, but still, I'm just aware of it. I hold myself accountable for that situation, but I was just young. That's how I felt that was the way. So I'm like, man, now you messed me over. I don't care. I ain't saying nothing to you. We ain't got to be friends, nothing. You should have never made me feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Teenage stuff. But, he did a couple stuff or whatever, but if it wasn't for my boy coming back, like, bro, you know what I'm saying, man, can't let this get, you know what I'm saying? So I did forgive easy once they talked to me. I was the type that, like, if you wasn't talking to me, I wasn't gonna talk to you and forever. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. But it's just something that was just inside me that I just couldn't. If a person apologized or said something first, you know what I'm saying? If they made them first, I was like, not be friends with them that fast. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was. So yeah, that used to be my backstory on that. But as I grew and stuff, and then the older I'm getting, I'm realizing that a lot of that stuff is not worth it, man. I'm like this. I had a recent incident like last year that was super serious that happened within my family and stuff, and that happened to my peoples. And I'm think I learned how to forgive that situation more, even though like you don't really forget about it, but it's just I tell people that if you know you're the bigger person, if you know better, a lot of times a lot of us in general just don't know better. A lot of us just react, we do things or get put in a predicament. And some people they do stuff and might say you had a friend that punch you in your jaw or something like that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn, like, even with that, maybe you might go back and hit them back or something like that, but still, I just got to realize that, all of us as humans, all of us react different ways. We express ourselves different ways or whatever. We can't. And then another thing, we got to stop putting in our mind that just because I do it, I'm a certain way. That don't mean that you should supposed to know better or something like that, because that's not true. Everybody actually reacts different. They handles their emotions different and all that stuff. So, I learned to look at it that way. It's just different, man. We got to realize that all of us have different mindsets for real. That's what made me That's just a little something about that situation, though. But it's a lot, man. It's a very good thing. Like it's something off for because like grudges and the lack of forgiveness, that really it's a chain to your life. It will chain you. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you just you never really get over. It holds you back. It make you treat people wrong and all type of stuff. So it's just like eventually you'll have to let that chain go, even if you try to store it in the back of your mind and like, okay, I don't really care about it for real. But no, when you got to really try to understand why you're going through what you went through, why or what possibilities or why did it happen? What, what I'm saying? A lot of times you got to put yourself in other people's shoes to try to figure out, what I'm saying? It's something just to ease your mind to let you know that, it's not, a lot of times it's not worth it because like a lot of stuff will eat at you, stress you out. You're getting older and older, and stress is not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but what's the deal, Seal, man? What's the deal?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, you caught me off guard. Whew, you caught me off guard. I straight thought that was about to be a dude voice come up. What the
So,
heck?
I
What's
stole
the
his
deal?
page. I stole his page for a couple days because I don't got enough followers on my little petty page. So, um,
Okay, welcome to
but
the
how are
live.
you today? How's
I'm
everybody
all.
in the chat?
Um,
What's up? Turn up,
um,
take a shot.
oh, you feeling good this Friday? Oh.
Yeah. So,
I'm taking a shot of this right here.
okay, period. I need to be drinking some of that for real. Okay, so your first question is, what does forgiveness look like to you?
Yeah.
So, forgiveness to me looks like, just like letting go and letting God, just like not thinking about it. Um,
Mhm.
the fact that God isn't done working with me, I don't know nothing about that. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So like I said in the chat, my sister passed away January 2nd of 2022. And
Mhm.
she was in like a motorcycle like club or whatever, and she passed away from what we thought was COVID at first. She passed away. It came back once we got the results back. It was a overdose, right? So
Mm.
we never knew nothing about my sister being involved with drugs or anything. So when it came back that was what it was, me being the sister that I am, I'm getting to the bottom of it. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking
Mhm.
to all the motorcycle people. What's going on? So turns out that the boyfriend that she had at the time, someone told me that he got her involved with it. So to this day I won't smoke with dog. You get what I'm saying? Like I have not seen this guy since a couple months before she passed, and I won't smoke with dog. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, she's my older sister and she has her own life. She goes through her own things. But it's like for y'all to be so family oriented, like y'all say y'all are, y'all should have reached out to her sisters and let us know that she was involved in this, whatever, whatever. So I won't smoke with dog. I'm gonna have a grudge with dog until his family is in all black, just like we was. You get what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I don't play like that. So I'm gonna have a grudge with dog until his mama and granny and them crying just like mine was, honestly. Um, but how did I get over it? I'm not over it. She was my mom's first child. She was my best friend. Her kids, she has four daughters. So it's like, how do you look at her kids? You get what I'm saying? And console them and, try to comfort them, and you can't give them no explanation on what's going on with their mom, why their mom not here. And then they were there when she passed away. Like her neighbor said they heard her kids crying. You get what I'm saying? When they found her. So it's like something like that. I'm going to hold on to that for the rest of my life. Like, even though it's been a year and some change, you get what I'm saying? I still wake up every day and
Mhm.
cry about that boy. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to forever have a grudge towards dog until his family crying just like mine was. And I'm won't smoke with dog until he feel our pain, even though there's no way for him to feel it. You get what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
I'm just cut from a different cloth. Like, nigga, if you take one of mine, I'm coming for three of yours type thing. You get what I'm saying? So, just me personally, I probably hold this grudge forever. And I mean, even if I was able to like talk to the guy and just get his side of the story, I mean, there's like a lot of different things that happen that like the neighbors like told us, like they seen this person coming in and out type, just a different type stuff like that. But for you to get her involved in this, knowing she had kids, knowing, the stuff that she's been through in her life, and she finally got back on her feet, and for you to just dog her out and do her the way you did her, not saying that she's not a grown woman, she doesn't have her own mindset, she can't do what she needs to do to get out of that situation, but for you to play on that, emotion that she don't got her kids right now, she going through it, whatever. I don't play like that. I won't smoke with dog, and I'm looking for dog right now as we speak. So yes.
Wow. That's deep.
That is deep right there.
My. They said it's been a year.
How are you? Take a shot with me, somebody.
You gotta start early today.
Right?
Yeah. Based off that story, I guess it makes sense though. I understand the situation though. Wow. That's wow.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot. I just try to, like whatever I can do for her kids, I do. And I just try to be as supportive as I can, but I try to explain to her kids, like, I get this is your mom, but I had her for 28 years. Her oldest is 17. Like, I get this your mom, but I had her for 28 good years. And for me to have to wake up every day without a sister, without a best friend, I get y'all pain, but it's a little deeper with me. You get what I'm saying? So I just try to, be there for her kids as much as I can, and just be the auntie, that I was before she left, and just do my thing,
Yeah, that's good you there for your niece and nephews though, throughout that tragedy. Yeah.
It's definitely deep. I didn't mean to come in here and like, drop this huge bomb on you guys.
Yeah, I feel you.
No,
I
you
do want to
good.
help,
No,
but I don't know if man. Oh my.
No, with situations like that, I understand where you're coming from, but you just gotta, because if you carry that weight, like you keep carrying it, it's gonna be a burden on you. That's the main thing. You gotta look at, like, pretty much put all the energy you holding on to that person. I know this person probably did something wrong to your family, but the best thing you could do is uplift your nieces and nephews in a time of need, and also
Yeah,
yourself at the
definitely.
same time.
Yeah, definitely. And that's definitely
You
all
get what
I
I'm saying?
always try to
Because at the
do.
end of the day, this person know they're affecting you in a way.
Yeah.
They know they're affecting your family in that way. So
Yes.
the best thing you can do, like, okay, try to look at it. Unfortunately, it's hard to try to, you got to probably sit down and meditate over it sometimes. But the hardest thing to do is try to forgive that. Try to forgive that situation. You'll never forget it, but don't give them that. Don't give that person that much power over you to be like always having that person on your mind. You know, so you put all that energy in somewhere else.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
That holds you back. That holds you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
all right, so you said that's older sister. You
Yeah.
said it was say it was in a biker club. So it's the people
Yeah.
that's in the biker club you were saying you had the problem with
Okay,
because
so my bad. My kids is in my business. I'm just trying to sit in my room and get drunk. But yeah, so like the biker club, so like after she passed away, I'm cool with everybody that was like in her biker club or whatever. It was just this one guy that was in it, and after she passed away, everybody in the biker club was coming to us like, we never really liked dog for her, and stuff like that. I never really had an interaction with him. The only interaction I had with this guy, it was bad, because like I was talking to her and he tried to like cut into her, and I had to cut into him like, nigga, this ain't that, chill out, this ain't that. So the biker club people are cool. They all looked out for her, you know, and all that, and they all try to tell her like stay away from him, whatever. But she grown, you know. She
Oh,
had,
she was kicking it with him.
yeah, she was kicking it with dog, and it was just weird to me and the females that were in the biker club, because it's like they all know that she's a strong individual. Like, she doesn't take, you know, bull from nobody. So for her to be so weak-minded for this guy, all her friends is like, what does he have on you that got you so dumbfounded for him? But I never got that what's the word? I never got that feel from him. Like, the one, like, I encountered him like twice, and I never got that feel from him that he was like on drugs or anything. So after she passed away and they told me, like, I heard that he was the one who got her involved with it, it was like, you know, I really didn't know what to say, because it's like I never got that feel. Now, don't get me wrong, dog was mad raggedy when I first met him. Like, I literally almost had my brother beat the brakes off him, because it's like, nigga, you mad disrespectful. I don't know what type of beefcake you laying to her, but nigga, I'm not getting it, and we can fight. You get what I'm saying? So it was just weird that he was the one who got her involved with the drug, and you know, it was just really weird. Because like I said in the comments, we thought, you know, she passed from COVID, because it was like COVID was like everywhere at the time. So we just thought it was that. So when the test results came back from the lab, it was she overdosed on something. And it was just, woo, child. Like, and it's not that I have a grudge towards him. You get what I'm saying? Like, I go to sleep peacefully. I want to say, like, when she passed away, and like a couple months after that, I was done for. Like, I couldn't go to work. I couldn't take care of my kids or nothing. Like, my mom had 5 girls and 1 boy. She was my mom's oldest child. So it was like, the fact that my mom passed away 10 years ago and then she passed away, it's like, how did we let one of ours die like that? You get what I'm saying? So it was mainly, I was upset at her for allowing herself to be so vulnerable and take this drug. You get what I'm saying? So it was definitely a lot. But I definitely want to holler at dog. Like, I definitely want to, you know, sit down and talk to dog. I don't know how far the conversation gonna make it, but I definitely want to holler at him.
Yeah, that I would say too. Yeah, to take that off, right? If it's really eating at you, right? If and you said you know the guy, right? A little bit.
So I only met the guy like twice. I mean, if I seen him today, I would notice him and slide up on him. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know his name. I don't know who his peoples is, because I would have been at his mama house. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, because I would have say, it's none of their fault though. You can't put it on the people.
I mean,
but
true,
I'm saying that you said that your
I want to get to the bottom of it. You know.
Yeah, but I say that's not fair to the family. Just gonna take it out on the family because of him.
No, definitely not
because she
take it out
kicked
on the
him.
family. No.
Yeah, so I would say just figure or talk to him. Well, whenever you get at the right state of mind, because that will eat at you for a minute. I know you want some type of like validation behind the situation and really want to know, because I know by you on the outside that don't really know what really happened or what went down, it's gonna be a lot of stuff just running through your mind, and you probably feel like, you know, that a lot of this stuff wasn't under her control and all that stuff, because at the end of the day, she did choose that guy, and she chose, all that stuff she really chose though. Because and then she's older than you too, right? So yeah. She knew what she was getting into. She knew, but it's just, that's like, okay, I'm gonna put it this way. I'm gonna put it in another situation though, because that's like, say if you have a child or something that goes in a gang or something like that, right? It's a gang or something like that, whatever. You know, it's a high probability that something bad can happen, right? It's just something bad can happen or whatever. And you talk to him many times, which it sounds like y'all talked to her like, man, it's not the guy for you, stuff like that. It's like there's only so much you could do in certain situations to try to, because I think I went through some stuff like, I've been going through some stuff like that with some people. Can't put no names on there because they be watching my stuff. But it's like, it's only so much you could tell in the door. It's only so much you can do, but it's like, And do you do want to take it out on the people that's around it? But at the end of the day, they chose who they chose, and you know what I'm saying, and that's going. What the heck just happened? She just left. Hello. All right. Shoot. What's the deal? My people's in the box. What's the deal, Willie? Welcome to the live. I never probably seen you on this live before.
No, this is my first time coming in.
Hmm.
I like the topic you guys are talking about, though. I like what you were
Yeah.
saying with the energy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I be trying to talk about this at least every other week or every week on this topic right here though. I usually do this on. Do with the pink boys good looks. Oh, lady player forgot his payday for you. She just said, "What's the deal?" Thank you, lady. But yeah, I talk about this because I figured that that's was one of our main problems. Why a lot of us was holding us back from growing in life in general. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And stuff like what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? That I try to just show that just grudges in general itself, it just eat away at you at life, man. It do not help you do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
You can live it, but then you gonna always have this thing that's just in your heart that's holding you back. But you have to
Right.
find some way to free yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because it do limit you. It limit the way you talk to people.
Yep.
Like all it takes is a tiny trigger, then you letting out that extra anger that's extra that wasn't supposed to be when all they did was just make a mistake and trip over. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And then people waiting to explode on somebody and all that stuff. And it's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? It it's the same thing as like me, because somebody just told me this story. Like, dang, I thought I was all good. I was smooth on the outside. It seemed good, but next minute she found out she had to go to the hospital, and they were saying her blood pressure was high, and I guess she was internally stressing and didn't really know it. You know what I'm saying? Like your insides will all you
Right.
can't play your insides at all. You can say on the outside how good you is, but your inside's gonna say something different. And I just
Exactly.
let people know, especially a lot of us is
Internally.
much older. You know what I'm saying? We much older, and shoot, it's not good for us. Stress is not good. It's a lot of stress behind grudges and stuff.
Yeah,
But
especially I know we all probably been through something in our lives, and then I think the biggest problem is we lie to ourselves sometimes. Like, okay, I
yes,
forgive this person, or I forgive my mom or my dad, or
right.
my this girl, or this thing that happened to me in my life, but you're still talking about it. And you ain't talking about it as like, okay, I'm talking about it like I don't have to go through this thing no more, but you're talking about it in a hateful way, or you holding a grudge towards
There
it.
you go.
It's about the lessons in our past that we're supposed to take from the things, not taking it as a oh, this person, I would never let this type of person come in my life. No, no, no.
Yeah, we got it.
That was the experience that you had to experience. That's why you are who you are today.
There you. I don't like this dude. I'm done. Every time I get on this app, or every day I'm meeting somebody that's talking that good stuff, man. What's going on? Yeah, you
Exactly. So you
talking,
gotta
man.
be
There you go.
thankful. You gotta
All
be
right,
thankful for the people that happen, things that happen in your life. So them
I'm
walls
about to
that
follow him.
you went through them walls, you went through them trials and tribulations. You gotta be thankful for that, because a
Got
lot
to.
of people didn't make it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people they can't. A lot of people can't go through the things that you go through. That's
Right.
why you gotta like talk to people. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
experience these different things. You gotta take them risks. If not, you're gonna be like a hermit. You're gonna be like you're scared of everything.
Exactly.
And that's why I think a lot of relationships don't work, because people are holding on to all that bad baggage that happened in their past.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I believe in self help and self development, and
Yep.
understanding inner core of yourself before you go out here and try to pursue people. And also with that, you still got to go out and talk to people, but at the same time, make sure you're talking to your inner self.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got to start
You
with
can't
self.
help.
Everything.
You have to.
Yep.
And a lot of people try to avoid that part and skip that part and
Mm-hmm.
say, okay, I'm good, I'm okay, but Your actions don't. Everybody else we see the truth. Everybody else see the truth. You try to
Mm,
deny it,
yeah.
but we can't say you wrong. You gotta say you wrong. You gotta take accountability. We
Right.
can't take accountability for you.
Hmm. And then a lot of
You
people
know.
trying to look for themselves through other people too. That'd be a problem too.
Yep.
Like, nah, that just don't
Uh huh.
work like that. You'll be a
It don't work
chameleon if you
that way.
deal with that.
Right.
Oh, okay,
Right.
I'm this, I'm
Exactly.
that. Like, how is everybody telling you
Uh
who you are? You know what I'm saying? You supposed to know who you are.
Exactly. You gotta know yourself before somebody else gets to know you.
You got everything is with self love, self discipline, you gotta self control, all that stuff. All that stuff you gotta start. We gotta learn how to
Uh huh.
be happy for yourself, have peace for
Yep.
yourself. All that stuff gotta be self. Then you
You know,
add
like
to
they
it.
used, like they used to tell you back in the day, pat yourself on the back. You don't need people for that. You don't need people encourage you. You're supposed to be encouraging yourself every day. You're
Hmm.
supposed to be your biggest fan.
Yep.
Um, you know what I'm saying? It's
Hmm.
good to have other people, but don't be looking for it. Don't be like, oh, I need other people to make me feel like I'm satisfied, to make me feel
Self
like I
pleasure. Here go
accomplished
lady.
something. You know, because people are just here just to, help but guide you through these trials and tribulations throughout life, and not um, if you can grab something along and they can help you out through the process. But you the main person. You your main
Right.
cheerleader. You got to be the one that's getting up every day and grinding every day and pushing
Yep.
yourself to the max.
Yep.
Um, and
You
that's what
live
it's
for you
about,
at the end of the
really.
day.
Yeah, that's what it's about at the end of the day. Knowledge, building, growing, um, self-help, going to your past and figuring out what happened back there that made you who you are today.
Right.
And thank the things that happened in your past. Analyze them things. Try to figure out what was the core thing that, the trauma, the heart, the pain, especially if you ain't live with your mother and father.
Hmm.
You gotta look at like me. I wasn't raised by my mother and father, but I still socialized with my mother. And I
Hmm.
thank her for not taking care of me. I thank her for
Right.
that. Like you knew better to make me struggle. Thank you. Because you could have been a parent that just said, "Oh, cause this is my kids. I'm gonna take you around with me, and I ain't got my stuff together." But you knew better. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have you stay with my parents. Cause I could have been in foster care. It could have been It could always be a worst case
It
scenario
always
in any
be man. He
situation.
talking like me. Yeah, I like that. He talking. There you
You know
go.
what I'm saying?
That's how you got
So
to look at things for
you
sure.
gotta look
Yeah.
at it. My dad wasn't around. I'm like, okay, thank you, Dad.
Mhm.
Because unfortunately, he wasn't. I still had men in my life.
Mhm.
I still have my
Yeah.
grandfather. I still
I,
have my
I
uncles. Yeah.
look. I tell people that. That's why I learned to not regret anything that happened in my past. I say that because you wouldn't be the person you is today. Just like you were saying. Right. I
Yep.
be saying it a lot too, though. It's like, and I believe that it's like it's no such thing as mistakes too. And I believe that
Mm-mm.
everything happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
So
how I
that's
live my
what
life
always
too.
tamed me in life. Even when the worst of the worst might happen, I keep that in my mind to keep me sane because I know it's something better in my life. That's what I'm saying. It's something. I don't know if people believe in God or not, or whatever, or I say the higher being or your creator has got something in store for you. Because at the end of the
It's
day,
a
I tell
test.
people that our life is not only for us. At the end of the day, it's our life is we're not living our life just only for us. So, and then we only like you gotta think about it that we only living for till some people not even making it to 70 years old or 100. So we gotta do what's best in our life, and like we don't want to sit here. And that's the reason why I put this topic up here, is because who wants to live the rest of their life with a bald face all day? Like that's a horrible way to go out.
Right.
You got a bald face just to get buried like that. Like I'm gonna try to live it to the best way I can with nothing holding me back. I realize that peace. I choose that over everything. You know what I'm saying? I choose that over everything. That's why. That's why I'm saying I've been celibate for like for 2 years now, right? Because I'm like I don't need no extra stuff. Like especially if it ain't no meaning behind it, what's the point of sleeping with it? That's what me. You know what I'm saying? That's just me right there.
Yeah.
But it's just
Because at a
like
certain point in your life, we gotta be responsible. We gotta be
gotta
like
be.
hold ourselves accountable. Like, I can't do that. I ain't about to
Yep.
be playing around out here. I
Yep.
got in my first relationship. I got in my first relationship at 27.
Okay.
Before that, I was just playing around, playing the field.
Yeah.
I wasn't claiming nobody. I don't want you to claim me. I made it very clear
Hmm.
because most people don't make that clear. Like, don't claim me. I'm not claimable. I'm trying to get myself together. I'm working on myself. And I don't think I'm in a position for you to be like, oh, this my boyfriend, or you my. I don't want you to feel like I'm gonna claim you and say you my girlfriend. And so I think if I make myself feel like I'm worthy enough to be that person in your life, until then we need to be friends. And if you want to wait around until I get to the point that I feel that way, thank you, that's cool. But if you don't, farewell, we can be friends. Most people don't know how to
Exactly.
do that though. They
They
don't know how to do
don't.
that.
They
They
don't.
don't know how to do that. They don't know how to stick that out because they just looking for companionship. You don't need that. You just need friends, people that you can talk to, people that you can mingle with, converse with, and everybody on a equal understanding basis. Not no secretive. We grown. You don't need to be holding secrets with grown people. Like, what's the point? You don't need to be.
Right.
You don't need to be locking your phone. You don't need to be doing all this other stuff.
There
Like,
you
you don't need
go.
to be in a relationship. You don't need all that. It's grown. You don't
Right.
need that. That's crazy to me.
Ain't gonna get no whooping or nothing. Like they go, "Huh?
You
I'm
don't
gonna
get no
whoop
whoop. You don't
you."
get whoopings no more, man. Like, you
Man.
don't get no punishment. You don't get grounded. Like, you don't go to
Life gonna
jail for
whoop you though. That's
nothing.
why I be saying you might not get whooping.
Karma
Life gonna
gonna
whoop
get
you
you.
for
Karma gonna take care of you.
you don't
You
own
know.
up to it. That's the only thing gonna whoop you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Can't
You
hide
hold
from
yourself
that.
accountable. You don't have them problems though. You straight up,
Exactly.
straight blunt. You straight up to the
Mm-hmm.
point. People, and then most people respect it though. Most women will
Mm-hmm.
respect a man that's just straight up like, and this what he want. And then she'll just tell him like, I don't want that. And then you got to be okay. Like, all right, cool. You may like the heck out of this girl, this woman. You might be like, oh, sure, I liked her, but I wasn't ready yet. But she was ready, and you wasn't. You got to be okay to let her go.
Right. There you go. There you go. Right.
You gotta let her go. Shoot,
Exactly.
you gotta
We
stand your ground at the end of the day. You gotta be like, all right, you have a good life. I would like for
mm-hmm.
you, I want you to have the best. Unfortunately, I wasn't ready. You
Yep.
was. You was more
And that's what
mature
it
than
be.
me. I'm not on your level.
At least you was real about it, and that was understandable. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
shoot,
yep.
that's when you had to realize, like, I gotta do something better in my life because,
It,
I don't want to miss on another good opportunity and stuff,
exactly.
or whatever.
Exactly. Exactly.
It did. I want to go back to with the forgiveness. Right? I wanted to talk about that though, because a lot of the times, even with that, the reason why I mixed both of them too, because forgiveness. I think everybody on earth wants forgiveness at the end of the day. So we be acting like we be too good to forgive anybody else, but we know if we make a mistake, we want to get forgiven for it too. And then I look at it this way, that a lot of us really just, everybody say they know better, but all of us can always be better any day, or we can think better on something like that. So I always say that all of us don't really know better for real though, because we still out here trying to look to be better. That's what I'm saying. That's all reason why I say that though. And a lot of us might make mistakes. All that stuff is just literally part of life. So my thing is like, wouldn't you want to be forgiven if you did something out of anger one day, or you know what I'm saying, like that? Because all of us,
And we
everybody
human.
react different. All of us react different. So,
Hmm.
we gotta think about, all of us think different. All of us express our emotions. All of us express our traumas and all that stuff different. So we gotta show grace with some people sometimes. That's all it is. We gotta show grace and be, you know what I'm saying, stop taking things personal. Look at
Hmm.
it, because like I said, a lot of times when people cuss you out or something like that, they're just projecting. That's all it is. That's why I be
Yep.
trying to teach people
Hmm.
nowadays. They just projecting on you how they feel. It's nothing to deal with you at the end of the day. That's why they get mad at you. That's why they can't hold a conversation with you and all that stuff, because they're going through a lot of stuff, which all of us went through a lot of stuff, but we just got different ways of handling it. But I always look
Yep.
at it, if you're the bigger person, right? If you're the bigger person at the end of the day, you the one that had to be like, all right, okay, I feel you. You know what I'm saying, and forgive them, because you know that they don't know no better. Because everybody mature at different times of life, or different moments or whatever. So
Yeah, that's 100 though. Real talk. That's why a lot of things like me, even like when I was a kid, I had got into an accident, had a broken jaw. But I didn't hold a grudge toward the people that did it. I didn't mess with them no more. But at the same time, I didn't let them type of people affect my life. And like, oh, I'm gonna get at them again. I ain't do all that. I'm like, okay, that happened in my life. It's how I respond forward that's gonna define me as a human, as a person. And I was a young man, and I had to make them type of decisions. Most people, they be like, oh, sure, I'm about to get at this person. I hate them. I hate that person. Nah, man, the best way you get at people is make sure you elevating.
Yep.
The best way
Exactly.
you can do it is elevate. You keep
Mm-hmm.
growing, you keep becoming better. You don't want them to be messed up either. I don't want no harm to go to nobody because everybody dealing with stuff in their life. And
Exactly.
unfortunately, their environment dictated that they're gonna do harm on others.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, they should be probably penalized for it, and that ain't my call. That ain't my job. I leave that up to the higher power, and
Yep.
they take care of that. I don't be trying to be doing things outside of my control.
Mm-hmm. And
If
then
you try
I
to
think the
do,
other problem
huh?
is, the other problem is everybody think their problem is the biggest problem in the world and stuff. That's how people be
Exactly.
looking at it as.
Right.
They don't realize that you could
Right.
literally be in a worse predicament than now. You know what I'm saying? They don't
Uh-huh.
realize that a lot of people to this day, especially in 2019 should have woke a lot of people up. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people that passed away and all type of stuff, but you still alive today. You know what I'm saying? Me myself, I done
Right.
caught COVID twice. You know what I'm saying? I could thank God that it wasn't as bad as a lot of people that went through and all that stuff, but people actually been unalive for that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like when we gonna wake up and learn that a lot of stuff is not under our control, right? And life don't go the way is the way we want it. If only life did go the way we want it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this world would be kind of crazy in a way because, like, imagine us
Yeah.
getting
It would.
everything we wanted.
It wouldn't work out.
So, so like it's meant. Like I always, like I said, everything is going. If it's meant, it's gonna be meant or not. You know what I'm saying? People come and go in your life. That's just a guaranteed fact. People come and go in your life, even if it's they got mad at you and left, even if they passed away. You know what I'm saying? It was going to eventually happen. That's two things that you can expect in life: is that we gonna pass away one day, and the next one is that we gotta expect the unexpected. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like that's the way of life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we put these expectations, these unrealistic one, like people like, oh, you better show me respect. Nobody don't have to show you respect. Nobody don't have to love you. Nobody have to do anything. That's why I be telling people to appreciate what you get. You know what I'm saying? Because
Uh-huh.
nothing is promised to you, even life. If life not promised to you,
Exactly.
nothing else should be promised to you. They don't, you know what I'm saying? So we got to understand it through that way. We got to learn to be more appreciative. This could have been me. This could have been work. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
all it is.
Yeah. Because we all be messing up. We all mess up. We all sinners at the end of the day.
Yes,
We all like a person away from being in a bad situation or a paycheck from being fired or homeless. Or that's why I look at the homeless people or people in bad situation. That could have been me. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? If I would have went down the wrong road or got in the wrong car and made the wrong type of friends at an early age, or been and my parents could have if that my parents put me in a certain predicament, that could have been me.
That could have been me.
Because
Right.
mainly we are dictated by our experiences through this thing called
Mm-hmm.
life. We don't make a lot of decisions. Mainly, it goes through our subconscious mind connected to certain things that we don't even know that we connected with as a child.
Right.
So
Exactly,
if
man.
you know that, you be like, shit, a lot of stuff we ain't had no, we took control of the wheel when we was 18.
Man.
That's now we got took control of the wheel. Until then, our parents had full control, or the people in your life and that little environment they built for you, or you left on your own. But it's still in that system. You're still in this little system right now. So once you understand these little things like that, you're like, okay, now I'm taking control of the wheel. Now I'm gonna dictate what type of person I'm gonna become. I'm gonna thank the ones that before me that brought me this far, but now I gotta be responsible and be like, okay, this is good, this is bad, this is what it is. And at the end of the day, I think that's why you should always be learning. This is in life, we always learn. You don't learn anywhere it goes. So you might as well be a willing participant in the process.
Mm,
so,
exactly. Exactly.
so that's why I think everybody, don't hold grudges on people. Don't be mad at folks because people are people.
People are
That's
people.
why I said people are people. I tell people that all the time. They're like, "What you mean?" I'm like, "People are people.
Right.
People are flawed. I am too.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
I'm not an angel."
That's what,
You know?
man. That's where you get the calmness at. Like that's how you learn how to forgive. Because once you realize people is people and people is not you, right? They don't think the same way as you. They you know what I'm saying. They feelings don't work the same way as you. You know all that stuff. We got to realize that Just because I do this way, I don't mean everybody got to do it that way. Everybody literally singly is living their own life to the best way they possibly can. Everybody they've been in different environments from you. They grew up a different way from you. So all you gotta think about is like when people is doing like negative stuff out here and all this stuff or whatever, it's just like you really just gotta just pray for them or something like that, because that like you was just mentioned earlier when I talked about that a lot too, is that you know dang, what the freak I was about to say, though? That's crazy. I had a brain fart. I was about to get to something.
Right.
But
But yeah, like what you were saying, like that could have been you. That like at the end of the day, you could have been that person in that bad situation. You could
yep,
like, cause
basically.
I had all this around me as a kid. I'm like, I wasn't exempt from being that type of person. You know, like I had gangs around me. I had drugs around me. But I look, it's how you look at the thing. But I got that perspective from my parents, my grandparents. They
Right,
wasn't into all that type of stuff, so I wasn't exposed to it as much as other people was.
right.
You know, if I ain't got that much exposure, I'm not gonna be affected by it as much. You know, so
Hmm.
I was thankful for that because when I got 18 and I started hanging out with other friends, because I ain't really spending the night at friends' houses until got older, like 17, 16, 17 years old.
Right.
And then when I got 18, I started hanging out with people that I went to high school with, and I finding out all type of stuff how people raise their kids. Like, and I'm like, they smoking with the kids, and I'm like, what? I wasn't used to that.
What is
And I'm
that?
like, right, we in high school. I'm like, what? I'm like, what's going on here? You know? And then like in my mind, I'm thinking in my mind, like, oh, this is what my grandma was talking about. Like, that's why she don't want me at other people's house like that. But it was cool. I ain't judged them because I was like, oh, this their environment, this their world. They ain't got nothing to do with me. They cool, they nice people, but at least I'm learning like, okay, that could have been my life. That could have, but it's unfortunately I was raised by people and I got exposed to a lot of things that was more positive than negative, and
Hmm.
I'm just grateful for that. You know, and that's
And
the
that's
whole
good
thing.
too. And that's
You
something
know,
I had to learn on my own, really, because it's dang near average that you be in because we living in a negative environment just in general, and it's just so easy
yeah,
to be in that. So that's good that you got grew up in that situation. Me myself, I had to learn this on my own in a
yeah,
way because I it just came to my mind. It was like I always been, I guess. It's weird. I just always been that person that just always wanted to figure out things in life anyways, or figure out why this, why that. I was the baby that was always asking why all the time and stuff or whatever. Just could never figure it
yeah.
out eventually. But I know I realized when I listened to a few videos, it made me realize that, I can be what I want to be. And then I just look at it, I was like, you know what? I said, what could be wrong with trying to be a positive person? You know what I'm saying? What's the worst that can happen? Because then again, some people are like, what about what about the people that treat you negative? If you say hi, they might not say hi back. So I actually just readjust my mind. Like, you know what? I
Exactly.
mean, that has nothing to do with me because I did my job. You know what I'm saying?
I did my
I said,
part.
what's
That's
up?
it.
Yeah, stuff like that. I'm like, well, shoot.
100%. That's right. Because the only person you can control is you. And
Exactly.
and I ain't about to let nobody in this world or this on this plane affect my energy and how I perceive the world.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to be a negative person, that's why I don't let people affect me. I'm like they can say anything to me. I don't really care. I just be like, all right, you have your opinion. That's fine with me.
Right.
And if you get angry at me, that's fine with me. But the only thing I can do in that situation, is walk away from that type of situation because that's just
Right.
bad energy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that if I want to entertain it, I can. But what's the point of doing that? Like, it ain't
Right.
no point. I'm just gonna get a headache. I'm gonna get stressed out. I'm gonna get anxious.
Right.
All this other stuff gonna be affected by me. I'm gonna be the one that's hurting more than you because that's your end. That's who you are.
Right.
Right.
That's
I'm
why I'm
not
so
that
big.
person.
Yeah. I'm so big on that's the three things I always talk about in this room. I'm so big on the accountability because I am tired of people like I did this because this person did this to me. Like at the end of the
Yeah.
day, Is they controlling your stuff or you? You know what I'm saying? That show how weak
Right.
you were if you let another person, oh, they did that, so now I gotta do it. Like, no, you don't. Because all of us have a choice. Nobody has bent your finger and said, you must do this. You must react this way because somebody did that. Because imagine if people got control of your emotions like that, that means every last person that do that same exact thing is gonna be able to tear you up. You'll be living a horrible life because you never figure out how to keep that from triggering you. You know what I'm saying, or avoid that situation. Like you can't stop everybody because your emotions in the way. Like, man, it's gonna just stop time. Like, you know what? You right. He's the
Exactly.
most important person in this room. You know what I'm saying? Let's
Exactly.
stop time and make them stop. That's just crazy.
Right. Like I swear, like my family was like, you don't care about nothing. Like I care, but I don't let things that other people care about affect how I care.
There you go. There you go. Right.
I'm not
Exactly.
gonna I gonna make you feel I'm not gonna make myself feel bad because I'm not expressing myself the way you want me to express myself.
Exactly.
That ain't got
Exactly.
nothing to do with me. That's not
Mm-hmm.
my business. That's your business. You know, trying to make your business mine.
Right. You choose that route. I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
you
look at it a
choose that.
better way.
It's
You
like
could keep looking at it
exactly.
negative because ain't nothing I'm getting out
Uh,
of it. Ain't no growth coming out of negative. I've never heard that one.
nope. You ain't get nothing from that but a headache. That's it. That's it. You don't make no money
Yeah.
from it. You ain't gonna get no more energy from it. You ain't gonna get no more time in this world from it. You ain't gonna get nothing from
Yeah, let's stop the time because he's
it.
negative real quick. Hold up.
You're
We
right.
ain't gonna let him get any older. We're gonna give him some
You're
time
right.
back. What the
Oh,
heck?
you know, life is not promised. Like I'm not gonna let
Man.
you affect me. No. No, I'm not doing it. Especially if I know better. You know what I'm saying? Like if I
Man.
know better, I'm supposed to automatically do better and think better and act
Exactly.
better. You
That
know,
that
that's
that is
automatic.
true. I'm noticing that too. Like once you get because I noticed that right now. It's like once you got your mindset to where you just like you already know, oh, if I eat this gonna do something to me or something like that. Or if I do this, it's like you start feeling wrong when you do it and stuff. It's like you can't turn back after that because you done made it. Because
Nope.
the thing is, what I learned is a lot of stuff we do is habits. Is a
Yes,
lot
it's
of habits
habits.
behind the situation to make you the character you are, are today or whatever. So that's what it is. So it's like I made it such a habit of doing this or being a certain way that when it's like it get unbalanced when something else happened, and I know that you know what I'm saying? I can't sit there and I hold myself accountable all this time, and then all of a sudden I make up something like, oh, I only did it because I will feel weird saying that because I've been holding myself accountable so
Giving
long.
yourself
I only did
excuses.
feel like a
Making
straight
excuses for
hypocrite after
yourself.
that. Right. Like, dang, I'm mad that I know better now. I was trying to get away with this.
I know better, but I'm like, dang, I know I shouldn't do this, but I'm doing it. But
Right.
at least I know I'm wrong.
Right. Gotta
I'm
put
not gonna
yourself in check after that though. But we
I
still gotta
take
leave
my
room for being human too. That's the thing though. But
exactly. We
the
need
difference
some
is that
room.
we're not gonna make an excuse about it. That's where accountability comes in. Like, I did what I did. I know I reacted and I shouldn't have did it, and I gotta change from doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Right, exactly. Yeah, 100%. That's right. That's right. It was bad for real. Like me, like I got property. I got my own property and stuff. I do real estate investing a little bit,
Yeah.
and it's like something happened at one of the houses I own. One of my tenants like they ain't tell me. I'm like, and then they was like, dang, they should have said something. Like at the end of the day, I'm not gonna worry about all that other stuff. I just try to prepare for the things that is outside of my control. Only thing I can control is to pay for it. Like
Oh
I'm
wow.
not gonna whine about it and say, dang, I don't feel like going over there and doing this. You know what I mean? Like cut the grass. Like today, I cut that grass and stuff, and I'm like, man, I don't feel like doing it. But at the end of the day, I'm like, okay. I can like me personally. I just think about okay. I just put that towards something else. I'm gonna end up getting it back anyways. I'm gonna get that
There you
time
go.
back. I'm gonna make more money back, and then until they figure that out and learn how to do better and do certain things, I give them the knowledge if they want to learn the stuff. But at the end of the day, they gotta want that type of information.
They got
You
to.
know,
They
they
gotta
gotta
want
want
it.
that energy. They gotta want to do better, but they gotta act better. Unfortunately, they older people. I'm like they probably stuck in their ways, and I'm okay with that. And then they just have to be okay with the repercussions of their actions.
Yep. Yep. And then that's what it is. You just like, and then when they go through it, all you can do is like, well, You got warned.
Exactly.
That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
I hate you had to go through that, but hey, I warned you. Then maybe little stuff
Yeah.
like that, because either they gonna either
Uh-huh.
get mad at you and hold a grudge against you. Now, speaking of the topic,
Uh-huh.
hold a grudge against you. What the heck you think you know? You think you better than me? You know what I'm saying? But at the
Exactly.
end of the day, I'm trying
Right.
to help
That's
you.
what
You know
they
what I'm
do.
saying? I tell
They do
people
that
that I
all the
take a
time.
little hurt feelings because sometimes it take a little hurt feelings to have a better life. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. I will make that trade any day. Because a lot of times the people ego get in the way. That's what it is. That ego that block them and like you can't tell me anything and all this crazy stuff, whatever. But at the end of the day, we just trying to help. So most of the time, we just trying to help each other. But we got to leave it open for us to learn and and make ourselves better. A lot of us we want to
Yeah.
stay comfortable in these
No,
negative
don't.
energy that we got and these grudges and all this stuff and be bragging about it like, man, I'm not gonna let like, dog, that's not doing anything better in your life because at the end of the day, you keep the fact that you keep mentioning that you have a grudge or
Right.
that you got anger problems. This show that it's bothering you. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't
Uh-huh.
be mentioning no more if you did. If you know what I'm saying, if it wasn't bothering you, would have let it go. So you can't psych yourself out like, oh yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'm good. I'm going to sleep good and all that stuff. But you keep talking about it. You know what I'm saying? That's like a person that say I don't care, right? But they took the time to say I don't care. You know what I'm saying? They say that they cared enough to say I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So it's obvious you
Exactly.
care.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
care.
So
Somewhere deep subconsciously, they care about it.
yeah, they
They
do.
don't want to admit it. They don't want to
They don't
admit
want to
it to
admit it.
themselves, though. They don't lie to themselves. Like, you keep lying to yourself. That's okay. You're going to find yourself. You're going to find out one day, you're going to find out, like, okay, that was me. That was my fault. Until you make
Mm-hmm.
that decision, it don't matter what anybody else say.
Right.
Until you sit down and like get a full diagnosis of that situation and find out what's your part in that problem. Because we always play a part in things in our life, and a lot of stuff we didn't have control over. But at the end of the day, I would never, like me personally, I would never give nobody that much control over me and blame somebody else for what happened in my life.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna do
Exactly.
it. I'm
It's
not gonna do it, especially as
pointless.
a man, as a grown man. I'm not doing that. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna get nobody that much power over me.
Can't. Because at the end of the day, they not living your life. You only living yours. You know what I'm saying? So why put all this stuff against something that you can't control, right? That's why I think I was telling my cousin one time, like, no, it's no use of complaining about something that you can't change or nothing that you got any control over. There's no point because you just gonna keep yourself at a standstill, thinking that you're gonna make this magical power happen in your brain. Like, you know what? If I get mad enough, that this tire gonna unbust. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, how does that? That's not possible. You know what I'm saying? That's you just gotta go ahead, fix that tires. Don't worry about it, bust. You missed out on work. It is what it is. You can't get it back. It's nothing. You stressing yourself, right? It's not going to make anything get fixed. You can't just make
Exactly.
yourself angry. You can't complain yourself to something better. That just don't work like that.
I'm like you
Oh
end up
my
getting a
God, I'm
flat
so mad at
tire
my ex. Then
on the
all of a sudden they
highway.
like, you know what? I want to be back with you. That don't work like that. That's Disney. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that.
No, not at all. You got to be. And that's what people do. They be like, you gotta end up getting a flat tire. Man, I hate that, man. They got a flat tire. They got these messed up roads. I'm like, but it is what it is, man.
Like the road gonna be like,
What
okay,
you
we gonna
gonna
go
do?
straight. Ah, I'm good. My
Oh
bad.
man, right.
Hey, I
Fix
did
the
almost say
tires.
fairy tale. Almost did say fairy tale. That's why I said there. I see your name and I thought I was like, you know what, Disney. What's the deal,
Exactly.
fairy tale? How you feeling? Come on in the
But I'm
box, man.
about
I
to,
ain't seen you in here in a minute.
I'm about to get off of here though. Nice talking to you. Thank you for being able to be on your platform, man. Hopefully next time when you on, I'll hop in.
Oh yeah, for sure, brother, man. Good looks, man. Heard that. Do it. My whole box shook when he got out. That was wild. That was on my screen. All right. Yes, yes. Who was that? I missed some comments and stuff. I guess I was talking some. Nah, grudge holding just means you never forgive them, but didn't mean it's holding over you. Yes, that's the same exact thing. You just said potato over there. The fact that you never forget them, that's what a grudge is. I mean, they still on your mind. They still on your mind enough that you gonna remember that you have a grudge on them. Like, oh dang, I am supposed to be mad at them. That's how I mean. But yeah, y'all, who about this? So some of y'all hit the box, man. Let's get this going, man. Let's get a conversation or something going until I get some people up in here. About 2 hours. 2 hours left on here. I gotta still go to work tomorrow. That'll be my last day till I'm off on Sunday. Then I get to talk about the topic tomorrow, that juicy topic tomorrow. That's gonna get people's pennies in a bunch. You know, talking about the men too. They get their pennies in a bunch too. So you know. Oh man, y'all hit the likes for me, man. Said, what's the topic? It's above my head. It is above my head. Holding grudges and forgiveness, part 5. What does forgiveness look like to you? And how long was your biggest grudge? How did you get over it? Oh, what's the topic tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow, it's the same. It's basically a redo of the topic I did yesterday, which was, can single people give good advice, and is married people guaranteed good advice? Yeah, that's the topic tomorrow. Oh man. Said you like it? Yeah, it's gonna get juicy tomorrow because I want to talk about that all tomorrow. And my boy, third child should be free tomorrow too. Oh yeah, it's gonna get nasty. So, she came in the box smacking. What the heck was that?
Yeah, no, sorry.
I'm
only coming for a bit because I'm getting ready to go out.
Okay. Oh, you about to meet that person that wouldn't say no. That one guy.
What?
Let me text that phone, BB, and we'll do see.
Jesus, what the hell's that? A French accent?
BB.
Oh, give it up, Kev.
Like, if you have been both, you can be a coach. You said they can be a coach. If you have been both, you can be a okay. Instead of coach. A coach. So what you got on the plan tonight, Miss Lady Play?
It's Cinco de Mayo, so we're probably gonna hit some
bar,
some spot. I don't know, yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Not too sure.
Cinco de Mayo.
I'm not too sure. Somewhere downtown, anyway.
Cinco de Mayo. Okay.
But if you want to keep on your topic, I got one. I guess I am still holding a grudge.
Oh my! I thought we talked about this. You've been in my room all this time. We ain't done. You still holding a grudge? What the heck?
No, because I thought. Well, no, not against. Well, I mean, I thought about it, and I guess I have been holding a grudge against my church for years. But then I guess who kind of really doesn't in that way? So my
boy got the right time and everything. 2:50. That boy gonna be right on there in noontime. Oh, that was last Saturday. They do give him a full whole week. I forgot it. Last Saturday, that's when I was just getting off work. So that was about the time I was at Chick-fil-A. Dang.
So what? Oh, he gets out tomorrow?
Yeah, he is free. He free. Free
What
my
time?
free my Negro third child.
Third child.
Right.
Get t-shirts made of it.
Getting t-shirts and stuff for him. Like, what happened to him? Oh, he just got a TikTok jail. Like, what the
Right.
Got his whole faces in front of the shirt and stuff. It'd be funny. What did he do, man? He said some deep stuff, man. He sat there. Just know his phone got to doing the talking. Make it sound real serious. I said, what you went here for?
Right.
Oh, he said your radio, not the radio, man. I'm too lazy to hold grudgies. Not grudgies. She even got an accent in her typing. Not the grudgies. She said, I'm too lazy to hold grudges. I leave that to karma. Oh, you want to talk about karma? I don't believe in karma.
Oh no, I leave karma to itself.
I talked about that. Yeah, I don't believe in karma. I don't believe in karma the way people believe in it. Not the same way. You know what I'm saying? I realized that a while ago. I actually made a post about that. It was a clip from my
Sorry,
video
Kevin,
actually.
getting a call.
Yep. I do believe a lot of stuff is just predestined. Hey, it's 1:30 a.m. Oh, why? Oh, okay, okay, we go ahead. Don't be accountable. Go ahead and blame it on something. Okay. Don't be accountable. Okay, we gonna let that slide. It's 1:30 a.m. Yeah. Well, let's say what you put out is what you attract to you. Yeah, I do believe. Now, the one thing I do believe is, you reap what you sow. But I'm gonna put it this way. I do believe, because it's not the same way that how they people be doing it. I think I talked about this in my live last week, I think. Because the thing is, what I noticed is that's something for people to tame themselves or make themselves feel good when they feel like somebody is owed something. And most of the time when they use karma, it's in a negative way. And when karma's supposed to be positive and negative. So what it is that what people do is it's like a something that make them feel good, and they tame themselves so they be like, this gonna happen, and this, what I'm saying, we be wishing this or that to happen to a person. But I mean, realistically, it's gonna happen, and something gonna happen to them or not. But life on everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then I say, if karma working the way that we said, none of us is saints, and all of us will be done for. We probably won't even live past the age of 10 or something like that. We probably wouldn't even make it that far because none of us is saints. But when somebody else is not a saint to us, that's when we wish the worst for them and all that stuff. Like I said, we are all we all can make we can make mistakes just like they can do. We could have been the same person as them. We don't know everybody's intentions on that. But knowing their intentions or not, it is what it is. I literally see people that go to jail, right, that do some worse stuff, come out a whole better person and all that stuff. They ain't nothing happened to them. You know what I'm saying? Living a longer life than the person that did good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe that life is predestined in general. It's just like whatever gonna happen, what is meant is gonna be meant. Like, who is to say to sit here and we gonna think and put our energy on, I wonder if this person if I get my payback on this person, did something happen to them, and then we wishing as soon as something bad happened to somebody, oh, that's that karma. So we gotta put a label on something to make ourselves feel good. It don't even be like that, because it was gonna happen regardless or not. If you was in their life or not, stuff was gonna happen. Because like I said, I'm gonna say the same story I said before. What made me really not believe in karma was when my house got broke into one time, and I'm like, no, I've never did nothing like this. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna think back then. Okay, maybe that time I stole a bike when I was a little kid, or maybe maybe let's make up some stuff, or whatever. Like, that's how we try to do it, to make ourselves feel good, to us not knowing the answer of why this happened in our life. That's all it be. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe in it the way that everybody believe in it though. That's all.
Are we still talking about karma?
Yeah, what the heck? I was talking that long.
Sorry,
Oops.
I had a phone call. Sorry, Kev.
Yeah, I was done with
I
that.
don't
Dang, I
know.
missed so many comments. I
I
went off,
mean,
drifted off. Well,
I
let's
don't wish
say
harm.
what you. Okay.
I don't wish harm on anybody, but what I mean by karma, when I say, oh, I'll let karma take care of it, I mean, if somebody's done wrong by me, I just kind of let it go, and I'll just be like, all right, karma will get them. I don't wish them harm,
Yeah, you
but
did
I
miss
just mean,
everything I
like,
said,
okay,
because I
like,
literally talked about the whole
oh,
thing.
sorry, I missed it
You
all.
missed the whole entire
Oh,
thing, but
sorry,
I don't
Kev,
know.
sorry.
I
I should
Yeah,
have
I don't even want to
asked.
repeat it either. That was a long one.
No, it's okay.
I went on that straight long monologue. I'm good. I don't even want to repeat it. If evil attracts, good attracts good, hate attracts. And these typos, you reap what you sow, right? I don't wish harm on others, but what they have done is going to come back to them. It's the law of nature. We don't know everything about a person. That hood person might not be as good as you think. Okay, I'm off the bed. I don't even use hood in my lingo. Yeah, but like I say, like I said, it's. I stopped looking at it that way for real. I don't look at it because if you spend, like I said, I put it in this way. We spend our time, because that's another way of not forgiving in a way. We'd be like, all right, let's let karma have it, right? We can say that, whatever. But that's still in a way we feeling like, dang, this happened to me, so something's going to happen to them or something like that. But it's just not, that's not even kind of realistic in a way because another person can literally do the same thing to you, like dog, because you don't know how you made another person feel. You don't know how you don't. We just don't know, and all of us make mistakes since we was a little kid and up. So, and all of us, you know what I'm saying? Who's to tell who's intent? Like I say, whose intentions? We don't know people's intentions about why they do what they do. Somebody might have stole something from you because because they had to do something to feed their kids or something like that. You know what I'm saying? We don't know people's background. People literally going through so much stuff for us to sit here and say that. I do believe that, like I said, okay, reap what you sow is a little different from what I mean by karma, because reap what you sow, sometimes stuff do happen in your life, but reap what you sow can be a good or a bad thing. That's just like me knowing I'm having sex right out here, right? Reap what you sow, this is how that work. I'm having sex out here, and then I make a mistake to get a girl pregnant. That's basically saying I made my bed and I have to lay in it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, but that don't mean it's a bad thing in that sense. It don't have to be bad. You know what I'm saying? Because it's obvious that the kid was meant to be in my life. That's what reap what you sow mean, but it's not a negative thing. It's just a predestined type situation. Like life, like I said, life is gonna happen. Life is life at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It don't work. You know, it don't always work as legit as we be wanting it to work. Oh, just because I had a fight with this person, so somebody about to have a fight with me later or something. Like, no, we wait for the next thing. Like, oh, that's why you in a bad marriage, not because you said that I was ugly when I was a kid. Like, that's how, like, that's super. It gets super petty that we just start using it to stuff like that. It really don't work like that. It don't work like how Buddhism came up with that. I think the karma thing or whatever, but it just really don't work like that. And then we don't ever talk about the good karma or something, or whatever they call it, the good karma. I don't know, but I just feel life is gonna life no matter what. You know what I'm saying? We can't like we focus our mind on something happening, or you know what I'm saying. But that's why I just tell people just appreciate surviving the situation, appreciate what you get. You know, if it's something good or bad, appreciate all that situation. But sitting here thinking about if a person, because that's automatic when you say let karma have it or something like that, you still waiting on something. That's what it is. Because you wouldn't even have to say that.
I'm talking about somebody who's done me wrong.
I'm talking about in general. Yeah, exactly. Of course you mean that. Of course. And that's what it is. We do, of course, we wish the worst as soon as somebody do us wrong. You know what I'm saying? But we don't wish the worst when we do somebody else wrong. That's what I'm saying. But that's just not how it works. All of us literally human. All of us, let's go back into the topic itself. Like a lot of us really don't forgive the situations or don't realize that we get put in predicaments for a reason. You know what I'm saying? To make us be the person we is today.
But then that's saying you treat people the way you want to be treated.
I feel that.
Right?
Right.
So if somebody's
but I'm gonna put it this way: just because I treat somebody bad, huh?
But if somebody's wronging me, I'm not necessarily going to turn around and wrong them either, because then again, two wrongs don't make a right.
Exactly.
But if somebody's wronging me, and I'm going to sit there and I'm taking it and because I had a situation at work, I was taking it and taking it and taking it and taking it.
I was
just like, I've had enough. And then finally, I was kind of like
right.
resisting it. No, but you know what I mean? Like I was taking all the bullshit that she was trying to deal, and I had to keep going and having to like defend myself and, you know, that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
And then after a while, I was just like, oh my energy, like I can't be dealing with this or her. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to let karma, I even said it. I said, I'm just going to let karma take care of it. And I didn't mean it in a bad way. I just meant it's just going to, you know, just the energy, all that. I'm releasing it and giving it all that to her. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I heard what you said, but I'm just trying to let you know when you do say that, because it's basically like you lying to yourself, right? When a person do make that statement after that means they didn't really let it go. When you say that I'm gonna let karma take care of it, why you just don't say that I'm gonna pray for this person, or I'm gonna hope, I'm gonna hope that I, It's the way you word it, because it's like it's all about perspective, right? I think the reason why I don't use it no more because I try to look at things in a positive type way, because I don't want nobody sitting here, I would wish that somebody do the same for me. You know what I'm saying? Even though it don't work like that, but I always try to treat people or put an outlook on somebody that I will wish that I want back for myself, even if I don't get it back for myself. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't want somebody talking to me like that. Well, you did me wrong. I'm gonna let karma happen. I'm gonna let karma deal with that, but I'm gonna leave you alone. I mean, why we just can't say that? Okay, whatever. We can't. We're not compatible right now. We ain't gonna be able to do this or whatever. I mean, it is what it is, and let me do my thing. You know what I'm saying? And I hope the best for you. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you the outcome of the whole story then. So I did that. I let it go out of me. I released all the bad energy that she was trying to throw my way, and I just let her have it, right? She ended up focusing her energy on somebody else and ended up getting fired after that. To me, that's karma.
You feel good too after that, didn't you?
I didn't feel well, no, because at the end of the day, you never know what somebody's going through. So for her losing, but she's the one who brought it on herself.
You twisted my brain all the way up now. You saying two things at one time. It's like you feeling sad and happy at the same time with it. Now my brain getting hurt. You said, yeah, but at the end of the day, you don't know if she's feeling bad.
She chose what she did to people. So at the end of the day, it's her own.
Yeah,
her own
but after that, after she out of your life, what do her life got to do with your life?
Nothing.
Right. So why would you even worry about what's going on with her? Thing. All we can do is handle what we can handle. What we choose who we put in our life or who we take out of life. We don't have to worry about who's not in our life anymore once we made that choice. Because everybody literally living their own life. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you still have that person, oh sweet, they got fired or something like that, mean that you never really kind of let go of that situation. But I mean, I know it's in all of us. It's kind of human nature that it's the ego thing or whatever. But at the end of the day, I think once you build up yourself to a certain level of you start feeling bad for people. That's what it is. Especially when you feel like you done built yourself up to be a bigger person, you just start feeling bad. And you like, dang, I know I hate that to go for. I wish they would have learned earlier.
When she started bullying other people at work, I did start feeling bad for her. Because I was like, you know what? There might be something going on like nobody knows about and stuff. You do. You feel bad for people like that sometimes. But I let it go for me. And then she started, but then see when you let your energy, the bad energy go and you get a good energy into you, they redirect their energy somewhere else, right? Because they know it's not affecting you anymore. And that's the whole point of letting things go, is because they want you to have a reaction, right? And when you don't give them that reaction, they go somewhere else.
All right.
So, I mean, I get what you're saying too, Kev. You gotta always look at the good things, and you can't always, you want to be treated well, so you're gonna treat people the exact same way, and I get that. But sometimes in situations in life, it doesn't
I don't match people's energy, man. I just feel bad for people. That's all it is.
Yeah. No, I get that.
I mean, I built myself to be that way because I'm trying to be more a positive thinker and stuff. I don't feel like nobody deserve anything because, like I said, I could have been that person that was like that. You know what I'm saying? I could have been all that because we don't know what's going on in a lot of people's life. And then we don't know how people take things in their life either. It's not my fault because people ain't got emotional intelligence like I do. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool, especially when I know I'm the bigger person and I'm wishing the worst on somebody else. Why would I do that? I know that it's obvious that they have a problem that's going on, or they, what I'm saying, they projected their souls or whatever, so they just need help. It gets to a point where you feel like you become the bigger person in that instant. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't know. Like I said, it's I just built myself to be the type of character now. That's what it is. I'd rather have it be that way because I realize how, a lot of stuff I don't take things personal. I try not to take things personal anymore to better my life, to keep my peace because I choose peace over everything. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta keep thinking that we gotta stop thinking that this whole life is everything. It's gotta go towards me. Why is it me? And like life is not worrying about you only. It's billions of people in this world and stuff. You think life only worrying about you. You know what I'm saying? That's not like that.
Well, I think if a lot of people stopped taking things personally, then they would maybe see it more clearly too when somebody's talking to them.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, we all tend to take things personally, right? Like, But it all depends on you, like you just said, Kev. It all depends on how somebody takes it and receives it, right?
That's what she said.
Yeah.
You're right. I couldn't let this slide.
I hate when you pull that out. That's what she said. Fuck.
Couldn't let that slide. It was eating away at me like a grudge. It was eating away with me. I had to
You
say
had to
it.
get it away in there some. That was yeah. But you know what I mean. So it's like, yeah, people like I do it. I'm gonna admit, I like I've done it and I do it, and I'm like you. I'm
All of
trying
us
to
done
learn
it
not
by
to
now.
take
Really.
exactly. And I mean, I've lived 51 years. Of course, but I'm trying to not take things so personal anymore.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, like if it doesn't, what is it? Like, if it doesn't really
If it don't apply,
apply to
that's
me, and
fine.
if that person's not speaking to me directly, like
Smart.
directly to me, then I'm not gonna take it
Said
personally.
life is not always about you, smart guy. Oh, welcome to the live. New person in the
Yeah,
live. I'll keep meeting new
Kev
people
said
in my
that. Yeah,
live.
life
Welcome to the
isn't
live.
always about you,
Yep, exactly.
but in the same sense too, you have to protect your peace. It is about you,
No,
right?
no, it's different. Life is not about you itself. No, but you live in your life. You live in your life, but life itself is not about you. That's what it is.
Okay. Yeah,
That's how it
yeah.
goes. Yeah.
That statement. Yeah.
Yeah, because if we think life will revolve around us, that'd be a
Oh
sick
God,
type
no.
way of living.
God, no.
You be
No,
sad.
no, no, no.
Why did this happen? It had to be
There's no
me. You know
kings,
what I'm saying?
there's no kings and queens actually
Why is it a
sitting on
war
this
going down
throne.
over there? That had to been me. You know, that just be
Right?
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah. Even not what we living for is not only for us either. You know, whoever our creator is, if people I don't know if they believe in God or not, you know what I'm saying? This is the what our maker's purpose. You know what I'm saying? And our purpose is not his purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
it it will show you that he whatever y'all want to call him. You know, create. Even if you think you created yourself, I don't know everybody's belief though, but
Mm-hmm.
what was I getting to? I don't like when I do that. I be saying so much stuff and then I mess up what I'm about to say, ready to say.
You've done that a few
But
times
it
today.
it, it this it shows that because, like I said, if our life is limited, so it got to be some other bigger purpose in life. And I always tell people that like we just all like live an example. That's all it is. We all got some type of purpose, even if we had a short life or if we have a long life. You know what I'm saying? We all have we set our purpose. It's some purpose in our life. You know what I'm saying? It's to impact one another in some type of way. And we don't know the end goal because whatever created us got to know it all. We don't know, but you know what I'm saying? We be just thinking too hard on this on certain situations. That's why I just live it as I got it. You know what I'm saying? Live life is the way we have it right now. That's all it is. Even if I was born
According
with
to
a
the
half a
goals for
body or
the
something
day.
like that, that's how I'm gonna have to live it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what I got. I'm not gonna get nothing different. You know what I'm saying? Just because I get mad about my way of living, all I can do right now is just try to better with what I got or do better what I got. Instead of just sitting in like, why is this way? Why my toenail got to be longer on? You know what I'm saying? It just be the silliest stuff or whatever. Like we got to do what we get. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Just like I was saying, we can't complain ourselves to a better life. We got to actually put in the work to better our life. Complaining don't give you nothing but make it worse.
Mm-hmm. Just a PSA, all you beautiful people in here. Can you guys tap up the screen and get Kev to at least 20K right now? His goal's 20 or 20
Dang.
today, but at
Got to
least
get them
let's
baby
get up
steps.
to
Let's
10.
say 10K.
Let's get up to 10. Sorry, I meant to say 10. I meant
Then
to
you want
say
to run
10
them up out
people.
of here.
No, no, no. I meant to say your
They
goal is
like, what the heck
20.
is she talking about? It's only
No,
six
your
of us.
goal's 20. Your goal's 20, but let's get you to 10.
Yes,
Let's see if we can get.
yes.
So
Or
tap the
share to
screen up
some
for
people
Kev,
that might need
guys.
to hear this, man.
And share,
Sonny is some
yeah.
people that still ain't let go of no grudges, man.
Mm-mm.
It's one of my. I usually do this topic on Saturdays because I can do it longer, but I got a bigger topic for tomorrow. So yeah, we go.
Tomorrow,
I just need to get these grudge head people up in here. People that don't know how to forgive yet. Let me know, man. As long as we live it righteous right, and that's all we can try to do, man. Even like I
What
said,
is
just
some?
because stuff wrong in our life, that don't make us have to be not righteous. You know what I'm saying? We got to continue our stuff. Righteous is righteous for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because it better your life. All that stuff is really to better your own life. We get mad at what it do or what it takes to do it, But it's making us better. You know what I'm saying? It's saving us. It's keeping us from all the how can you go wrong with right? Okay, imagine if everybody was righteous, right? You know what I'm saying? Or right. You know what I'm saying?
No, true.
There's nothing to really worry about. You know what I'm saying? You're starving. Okay, I'm gonna just feed you or something like that. I'm not gonna be greedy. You know what I'm saying? Or I know you didn't mean to step on my. You know what I'm saying? Imagine
No,
it'd be,
but
but
they're
that's
called like
heaven is not meant
righteous
to be
in
on earth.
your
You know what I'm saying?
everyday. Yeah.
Imagine if it, huh?
Oh, he means like righteous in your life and the way
I
you
know. I just
live.
mentioned that. I just
Yeah.
mentioned that though. That's how I was saying that. But I was just saying, as in, and the reason why I mentioned the other things because
But let me
to
ask you
show
this,
that
Kev.
everything, even if somebody was to treat you wrong, you still live it. You must have missed the part I said. I could have. But never mind. Yeah, I'm about
What
to fire you in
happens
a
if
minute. You've been missing a lot of stuff I've
I
been saying. I
know,
have to repeat
sorry, because I
myself.
got a phone call and I was sorry, phone call and I'm trying
You
to
make
get
me
ready at
repeat
the same
myself.
time.
I be saying some stuff. You make me. Oh
I
boy.
apologize, Kev. I'm trying to get ready at the same
It
time.
did check me on something I already done told you about. That's what make it funny. Like, what about that? I'm like, no, I literally just said that right before you just said it. You gonna ask me about what I just talked about? That's too funny, dog. But dang, my stomach hurt. But yeah, man, that's the thing, man. We just can't. We gotta learn to not let people get us out of our square, man. We get older and stuff. You know, we gotta stop making these excuses for why we do what we do, and try to correct what we do because we gonna always make mistakes, probably dang near every day. But that's what the work is. We gotta work every day on everything. If it ain't physical work, mental work, emotional work, it's something we gotta do every day as long as we live in and stuff. That's the only way we can live it to the best way we can. That's the only way. You know, even when
Yep,
bad
yep.
stuff happen in our life, we gotta look at it. You know, I mean, it is what it is. It happened for a reason. We gotta figure a way out of it and figure our way to get over it. You know, figure a way from growth from it. You know, so that's just
I
life,
mean,
man. It's nothing stop. Our feelings don't stop life. We gotta realize that our feelings do not stop life. Like because I feel this way, even if you feel happy, that don't stop life. You feel sad, it don't stop life. All them feelings, you know what I'm saying? It do not stop time from ticking. You know what I'm saying? It don't stop it at all. You know what I'm saying? We can stay, like I said, we can stay in a mode all day. If we want to be mad as head all this time and be stressing all the rest of our life and keep bringing up old stuff like you know what I'm saying, when you unplug your toilet, you know what I'm saying? That's doing nothing. That like doing all that stuff literally does nothing to help you move forward in life. It's so much stuff that we really can do to better our life. All the energy we spend on negativity when we can put it on positivity to grow, you know what I'm saying? So
But again, that's a personal thing, and it's how much time you want to spend on growing yourself or changing yourself.
that yeah, or you only have two options. You either want to grow or you're
Right?
gonna stay still and be as happy where
Stay
you at.
stuck.
You know what I'm saying? So
I
you
call
got
it
two
being
options,
comfortable.
huh?
I don't like the word comfortable. People get comfortable in their
Yeah,
situations
that'd be the
sometimes.
problem. Yeah, that'd be the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever a time you should be able to be comfortable because it's always something you have to do some type of work on. You know what I'm saying? Or if you always
Well, I
got the
mean, you
option
can
to be
be
better, why
comfortable
not?
with you can be comfortable with a certain person, but you don't ever want to be too comfortable because then you're going to start taking things for granted.
Right, right. Yeah, I feel you on that though. Let's say even in a relationship, all that stuff you can't get comfortable, man. You got to put in work, no matter we try to avoid it or not. We got to put in work, no matter what.
Yep. Yep.
Got to. That's when
And
people get mad at.
relationships
It's
aren't
like, dang, why
easy.
you not treat me the same way you treat me at the beginning and stuff? And it got comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Oh, why the heck you got big on me all of a sudden? Oh, got comfortable. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff we got to put in work on everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody getting comfortable with you. You want
Hey,
nobody. Imagine
Cameo.
if that's what I be saying. Imagine if your intestines got comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Or your heart started beating comfortably. You know what I'm saying? Like, or they want to get comfortable. They didn't want to do no work. You know, you be done
Right.
for. Like, work is part of life.
Right.
What's the deal? Cameo Dupree. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live.
Hey, Cameo. What's up, girl? Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing,
Is
right?
there
Like, I mean,
AJ Speaks in the building? Now, this is the mod that listen to me that don't have phone calls. Sitting here, got me repeat myself.
what? Would you stop?
It made me repeat myself twice today. I can't wait till third get from jail. He listened to me. I'm about to turn to
Right?
how
Oh,
some of the
geez,
women be, man. You don't
when we
listen
get
to me.
third
You
shot.
made me repeat
Hey,
myself. Sorry about.
AJ.
Hey, we start
AJ's in
talking
the
about what's the deal?
house.
AJ is in the building. Oh, watch out.
I know. I can't wait for third child to get up here.
Oh yeah, I can't wait till you get free my ninja. I mean, you about to say it by mistake. I'm not on.
I was
Clapper.
gonna say, watch your
I'm about
words.
to say
Watch
the
your
other
words.
word. Free my boy. We still got him on a T-shirt somewhere,
See,
man. Get him
now you
out
got
of
your
here.
partner in crime.
Yeah, get all my strong minds up in here, and my two minds that listen to me.
How do you haven't even made me a mod yet?
I gotta message you now.
Right?
I need me a little mind that's gonna listen. I don't know if you know that song.
Oh yeah, I know.
Why does?
Find it? Can you find it, Gab?
What's that dude's name? I forgot his name.
I can't remember.
What is his name? Dang, why did I forget his name? What the freak is his name? Y'all know his name. Say his name for me, man. I forgot his name. I know he sang that song, Tunnel Vision.
Get the tune. I don't have the tune in my head.
I forget. I got Google there. Ain't taking too long now. I gotta look it up myself. Cause I need me a little mind that's gonna listen.
Do that again. I gotta.
Oh boy.
I need a mod.
You done made me come up with this song because I see some of my mods don't listen to me, so now I gotta wait till I find the name of the song. This name, Kodak Black. I just thought about it. That's who it is. Now you made me. That's what I'm about to do. The little middle finger, do the fingers. Leave me a little mod that's gonna. That still be my new thing now.
Yeah, that has a little ringtone there.
Man.
Oh, that's good.
She did it twice. Let's see if it's gonna be a third time today. Now I feel like I'm holding a grudge.
Now I'm straight up listening because I'm sitting here
contradicting my topic. I'm holding a grudge you because keep bringing it up. I can't let it go. I'm about to be like the people that give me some time. I let it go.
You can't let it go. You're holding a grudge.
Right now I don't have me a mind that's gonna listen. You know what I'm saying?
And I apologize.
I know I'm talking. I just got a message. I got a message. You know what I'm saying? Got the message. I gotta message you.
Well, now you got your partner in crime, AJ.
Oh yeah, she listen. You know she listen.
See, there she go. Tap up the screen, guys. Let's get the 10K, please.
There you go. See, that's why you know what I'm saying. AJ the best. You know what I'm saying.
I gotta get those into my clipboard, so I just have them.
Oh yeah, right. I got mine in the I feel you. I got mine in the clipboard too.
Yeah, I gotta get those in there. So I
ain't about to keep typing them things over and stuff.
Right.
You think I was getting tricked by y'all too? Ain't no way y'all typing that junk that fast.
Right?
I got the game. I ain't putting in the work like that. You know what I'm saying? That's some super loyalness that they actually went out that way, didn't clipboard it and actually typing it. Oh, that's a true mind. I need y'all to follow, and every time it's
the same thing.
But yeah, man. Come on, y'all. Let's just go ahead and share at least about 10 people. You know what I'm saying? I see some new people in here. Go ahead and share to some of y'all friends that might, that saying if they hold grudges and stuff, go ahead and pop it. You know what I'm saying? Share to some people that don't know how to let go. Some people that don't know what forgiveness look like. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that should forgive you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can have one of y'all exes come up in and forgive. You know what I'm saying? No, stop. You know what I'm that's when this whole live turned out. You see 0 people in here. Now you just made us mad. You went overboard, man. I'm talking about my ex. I'm never forgiving them. I'm gonna play it off while I'm in here that I'm forgivable until you bring my ex back up. That's the real test right there. Oh my! That's when all my moms stopped listening. I got a whole room that don't listen. I was like, I need me a new live. I need me a new live that's gonna listen. That's when I gotta say the whole live after that.
We listen.
I need some water. Oh my!
I know, right? Yeah, you're gonna have to.
And tomorrow gonna be juicy though. I'm about to bring part 2 of what I did yesterday. It's gonna that's when I'm gonna have that boy sitting there for. I'm ready for the smoke tomorrow. Part 2. I called it redo. Oh, look at the Dancing Friday. Good looks, lady play. She got too much money for me. I wish I was like her and stuff. I want to
Don't be
grow up to be
saying that,
like her.
because don't putting out false news out there, Kev.
I'm sorry. I meant to say she got big money for me. Saying no, she might not listen, but she's like, no. I'm gonna listen to her.
I may not listen, but I support.
She support for sure. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. Yeah, no.
What time you coming on tomorrow, Kev?
I can't promise. It is some good fights tomorrow that I want to see before I get on, so it might be
Who's
super
fighting
late.
tomorrow now?
That's a UFC fight. It's gonna be
UFC.
Aljamain Sterling against Henry Cejudo, however you say his name. And then my boy, what's his name? The Brazilian dude. He about to fight for the third time this year. That's crazy. Gilbert Burns, man. He about to fight again for the third time.
You too, hon. Enjoy your Friday.
He just fought 3 months ago. He about to fight again. That's okay. Everyone enjoy your amazing Friday. You too, man. Thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate you, man. You know.
Yeah, I'm not a big UFC fighter fan. Like, I like boxing better, but they announced that they're bringing UFC up here now. I guess whatever the big matches are coming up this way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like both of them though. I like both. I don't be all into boxing. I be more into UFC lately, but I know I watch a big boxing match if it is like somebody like Deontay Wilder or like Gervonta Davis, Haney. I haven't seen his fight though. I gotta see what that Haney dude about. But yeah. Come on, y'all. I forgot one person can't get in the box, but y'all hop up in the box, man. Let's go ahead and just talk until people come up in here. You know.
Some of our friends are in jail.
I like how you did that. That's funny. Some of our friends is in jail. No wonder who that is. Like that. Leave me a friend that's gonna be free.
I'm not naming no names.
One don't listen, one ain't free. I just got all type of stuff going on in my mind today. Oh man,
it's lonely as hell in these chats. Like that, your fingers getting sore.
I mean, one got a little head. I'm just gonna say that because she called me big head. I'm just gonna little head.
Who called you big head?
AJ.
Oh, did she?
Say I'm just on a little head.
Big head.
I can't think of nothing. I got one don't listen, one that's in jail, and one got a little head. What a dysfunctional minds I have, you know. Ain't that something?
A little dysfunctional.
I thank God for them. I love it as.
They got locked up. They won't let.
They got locked up. They won't let them out. They got locked up. They won't let him out.
Oh, she's singing.
Man. I know he gonna make sure he gonna watch out for that trial and error stuff. He getting all the jokes. Now I know he can't wait to free. As soon as he busts out of jail, that boy gonna have a whole mouthful.
What time do you get out tomorrow, Fairchild? What time?
Like he's gonna be up like right at
2:01. 2:01, he's gonna be right up.
He gonna have the whole jumper suit on when he come up in the box. Bro, they got me. We gotta have a whole barbecue party and stuff for him. Got the dinners. That's too.
Does he have to
go got me. I was in for a week. I'm a new. He gonna come back a new person. I'm a new person. I changed my life. It's not good to be.
To the halfway house first.
Oh my!
He's on probation for 3 days.
Right. Man, he gonna be talking way different. You know why I was locked up? I found God. Like, dude, it only been a week. Chill.
Oh my goodness!
It only been a week. You'll be.
Hey. Last time I was in that spot, you know, the TikTok pin.
Right.
Whatever.
Oh, you been there? I have.
I've been there twice too.
Oh, I've never.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm still good.
Actually, I was in the pen doing time for AJ one day. I remember that.
I can go get us. I
That's
can go get us
sad.
all a house.
But look, hey, I was wrong. I didn't snitch on her. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the ones. I did my time. I did my crime, which I still don't know what I did. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is
Oh,
what
wait,
it
hey,
is.
hey, technically, you and I both went down that day,
We.
but our
Oh,
stuff
same
came
day.
back like immediately
Oh,
after.
that's what happened. You snitched because you came back fast.
No,
You came
I
back faster than I did. I knew it. It makes sense.
didn't. I got two. I
So
got
now,
two.
so,
I gotta
so now
have
you
two
got one
profiles
in,
on here, man.
Kev, you got
That's
one in jail,
why.
one
Oh
that
no, you
doesn't
right. That was the one that
listen.
came back, did it?
Yeah, that
Okay,
was the
you
one.
didn't snitch. Okay, you did snitch. I'm about to say, how
Yeah,
you
it
come
went
back so
down.
fast?
Yeah, it went down, and then I let my twin do the time,
Oh, I got you. Yeah,
and
you
then
got to
I
do it
just came
Okay.
back.
sometime.
Okay. I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna say,
Yeah.
Kev, you have a snitch, somebody who
Well,
doesn't listen,
I was
and
about to
one in
say that. You know,
jail.
usually when a person get out early, you know what happened. You know what happened behind them closed doors. It makes sense though. She did do her time. You right. Yeah,
Nah,
that's what.
and
Ever
then
since that, I made me
How you
another
doing,
page.
AJ?
you made you another pick.
I made me another
I
page. As
feel
soon as that
everybody.
happened, I made a new one. I
Why
was
you think
like,
I
no.
told everybody? I was like, make a secondary
Yeah,
page. It's
you
gonna be
did.
in
You was the one that
TikTok
told me about it
streams.
too. I got me
I
2 extra
mean,
pages.
I paid for my cult following on that one because I
I
wasn't
did
about
too.
to
I did.
delete it.
Shh. We did. Let's not snitch out
I
loud. You
don't,
know
I
what
I
I'm
don't
got.
give a
I
fuck about that. I
actually,
don't give a fuck.
actually,
You know how
Kev.
people do that shit on here all the time?
Right.
I
Yeah, I
got
feel
time to be
you.
Yeah.
waiting like, oh, hold on, let me come
Dog.
push a bunch of video. Like, I ain't got time for that. I'm just gonna pay for it and I'm gonna go. What's
Shoot, this the one that actually, the one right here that I made, which is my newest one. Even though it can go live still. The ones
Kev,
I.
remember
Hold up.
yesterday when
Let's
I
see.
came in the live, and then that other one came in and did the angel emoji.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I remember her. Yeah. She a friend of
Yeah,
mine
yeah.
now.
Yeah, but that's my sister.
Oh, it's your sister. Oh, that's why she.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she liked me so fast. Oh, I seen her. She added me and
Mm-hmm.
all stuff. She had to like one of my contents and stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey sister. Hey sister. Your sister. But yeah.
This
But
we
that one
gonna
right
talk
there, the
about.
no coffee one right there, the learn back
Mm-hmm.
up. Yeah, that's the one
Mm-hmm.
I had made that exact same day, and that's what happened. I had to pay for it. But look how many followers I got. I used to have 1,000. Look how many I got now.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, some
I
of them
must be
got.
a good child. I'm the good child of the family then because I haven't been in jail yet.
But
Oh,
knock on some
you haven't
wood.
been on long enough,
Yeah, that's why.
This is true.
right?
This is true. You guys are right. You guys are
So
right.
I guess if I were to answer your question, Kid, what does forgiveness look like for me? Are you talking about as far as me or other people?
You right. I was thinking about that too because somebody did answer it a different way from what I thought. But I was about to say what it looked like in your vision of somebody that forgave or say they forgave you or something like that.
I mean, I feel like forgiveness is 100% you. So like if somebody wants to forgive me, that's fine. If they don't forgive me, that's fine too. Like that at the end of the day, for me, it doesn't have anything to do with it. But what it
So,
does have to do with like if I apologize for something, right? Like say I don't know, say I mess up like in a friendship or something, right?
yeah.
I think after if like, if I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, I did not mean to do that, like my fault. Hey, AJ, okay, everything's good. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? We squash the situation. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like if you're an important enough person to me, I'm not gonna mess up again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do everything in my power not to make that same mistake.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And like when it comes to other people, it's kind of the same thing. Right? I'm not saying that you can't mess up twice, just don't mess up the exact same way.
Mm.
And then apologize. Right? Because at the end of the day, you're not apologizing to me. You're apologizing for you. So this is just where I'm
Exactly.
at.
So I'm gonna tell you the reason why I said it the other way though. Yeah, I'll feel you. So which profile is this one? You got a new name and stuff. What happened to the speaks part? Is that the other profile?
No, that's his profile. They
What
just
the heck?
TikTok switches the names.
What
So
the?
it's reading my actual name, not my
Oh, I get you. It
profile.
do be doing that. I thought it'd be doing it because I be seeing people
Mm-hmm.
tag me. I'm like, that ain't the LOL. That's the other
Mm-hmm.
LOL. Okay, I see. It say AJ
Thank you,
speaks on
hello.
there, and then your picture changed too.
Yeah, I changed the picture. It's
Yeah. So I'm
official
gonna put it
photo.
this way. The reason why I asked it that way, I'm not meaning as in. I'm gonna put it away. How do you know? And I'm gonna give you an example actually. But I was gonna say, how do you know if somebody forgave you? So I'm gonna tell you an example like me. Because I want to see what people ever hear. Because some people don't know if they got forgiven because a lot of people be projecting themselves like, ain't no way you're being fake or something like that. But to me, how I know somebody forgave me, it's like the energy or whatever. It'd be like basically you could tell that they not bringing up the same BS again, or if they, it don't even seem like that. It's a weird though, because the reason why I say that is because I wonder if somebody can notice when, if they notice if I forgive them, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be looking at it as in, if I was in their shoes, I'd be like, I can see if, I'm trying to think.
Where you're coming from, but I guess like for me, I'm one of those people where like, even if I don't forgive somebody, right? Like I'm not somebody who runs out here, smacking my gums about everything, right?
Yep.
I'm just not that person. So like people can seriously hurt me, and like that's just me. It's between me and that person.
Yep.
Right. Essentially, and either I'll fuck with you or I won't.
Right.
But I think that's the best way to find out like if I've forgiven you is if I'm still fucking with you, which means like I'm still talking to you, I'm still hitting you up, like oh yeah, whatever it is, joking around. Then I've definitely forgiven you. If I've completely cut you off, you gotten a cold shoulder, yeah, I ain't forgive you. Like you done. Or actually, correction, I may have forgiven you. I'm just, I don't see the point of pushing, keeping that relationship. If that makes sense.
See, reason why I could tell, because it's basically because it's something, since I did the work on me and stuff or whatever, I could tell if a person forgave you or not. It's like the way they talk. If they still talking and it be like some little slick remarks behind it and stuff, or if they seem like they got some type of anger, behind the situation.
Yeah, their actions.
They over there poking it a little bit. You feel like,
yeah, you could tell. It's like you can't tell when a person is still got a grudge or something towards you. It's like it's a certain type of energy. I just can't explain it though, but I could tell when I see it. You know what I'm saying? When a person ain't let something go, or they start the way they project their stories or something like that. It's like they trying to throw you in it, but then they trying to act like they not talking about it. It's like you could tell when a person didn't forgive you.
Yeah,
that's what I mean about it.
Their actions.
Absolutely. It's like that time. I be on here real late. And like a certain person's live, and they just be falling asleep. All drooly and whatnot. No, just kidding.
Yeah, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I wonder who you talking about too, but yeah, something like that.
Example.
I love it.
Learning educational purposes. TikTok.
What's up, brother? Brother.
Hey, what's going on, man?
I said the name wrong. Mark. Okay, what's up, brother Mark? How you feeling, man? Welcome to the live.
All right, bro.
Hey.
Yeah, that forgiveness thing, man. That's the thing that's a really tough thing with the humanity, man, because it equates a person to give something of themselves that maybe they're not ready to give, they're not ready to show. And it's almost like when you driving in traffic and somebody cuts you off, it's, right. And you kind of like feeling some type of way about their actions. But the reality is you'll never see that person again.
Yep.
But you still carrying a grudge about it for, 5, 10 years later, because it took something from you, mentally, so, and then the forgiveness thing, what I found is that when it involves somebody else, it took a long time before I got to being apologetic for different things. It was hard, because that right there means that you have to own up to something that you did. Okay, so I tell you that I apologize, but then I learned, once I got a lot better at that thing, I learned that you're not going to bleed me for nothing else, because I gave you an apology and I'm releasing myself from that. So whatever you feel hereafter, that's on you, because I can't control the forgiveness from somebody else. That's an emotional thing that they're going to have to
go to bed, TT, go to bed. You can go ahead, my bad. I had to get her real quick.
So when you can get good at apologizing, it'll make it easy for you to accept other people's apology also. So, and then spiritually, I'm mandated to forgive anyway. So I can't be holding no grudges on anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So, and
Yeah.
it makes life a lot easier too,
Yes, it
because
do. Yes, it
it,
do.
it takes so much stress to have an attitude towards somebody. So it's every day. Then you trying to avoid this person. You don't want
Mm-hmm.
and wow, and don't be living in the same house with them. Oh my God, it's just too much energy, man. It's
Too
just too
much.
much energy.
Best to let it go, man. For real. That was just
Yeah,
that moment.
really, and now I can understand there are some things that happen, misunderstandings and things like that. But if you, but when I found that what I end up doing a lot of times in my private time, and I do it quite often, I reflect on my day and certain conversations that I've had, and
Mm-hmm.
then I evaluate how I acted in certain things. And there's been certain times where I didn't feel right when I was going through the whole engagement again in my mind. So I would find myself the next time I saw that person, hey, bro, I responded this way to you, but that wasn't the right way I should have responded to you. In case you noticed it, I apologize for that. And that right there can put people in a whole different perspective about you when you bring something to them instead of them bringing something to you, and you make an attempt to clear something. But then if they can say, oh man, don't worry about that. No, I am gonna worry about it because I just need to let you know that it wasn't right, and I shouldn't have said it that way, and I apologize for it. Okay,
There you
bro.
go.
Well, I appreciate you feeling that way, though. Thank you, man. Thank you. Okay, yeah, no problem. Because
Mm-hmm.
honestly and truly, you really don't know what a person is thinking.
There
So,
you go.
why not just go ahead and just own up to your moves and just free yourself of all that?
Yep.
Just free yourself. Because, like I say, when somebody got something against you, their energy is funny. They dodging you funny. They not
Right.
really engaging into a conversation with you because they stuck on that last time that they was around you. Then you end up looking at this person like, and what's the famous word? What's wrong with you? And then that person still stuck in their feelings. The
Mm.
next famous words, nothing. I'm all right.
Nothing right. And that's
Mm-hmm.
how forgiveness. You
Yep.
just answered the
Yep.
second one without even noticing. And that's how forgiveness look. You just said it right there.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell sometimes.
hmm hmm And then, okay, let me ask you this. Does a person feel as though that the forgiveness is enough? Like, even
That's
though somebody
that'd
can
be subjective
apologize.
thing though, but I feel you on
That's an
that.
individual. That's
Yeah,
an
that is
individual thing.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
All I can do is try to help them, but people, like I said, a lot of people just they can be chameleons to their own, you know, they hurt their own self, but they can say, "Oh, no, I swear I forgive and all that stuff." But that's why I say, and that's what I be meaning though. That's how I can catch people because it's like it depends on how they talk the next sentence and stuff. No, I forgive, but you know what I'm
hmm
saying. This gonna happen. You know what I'm saying. When you say some stuff like that, that means you still don't totally forgive them because you still say something related to them or like whatever. You know, I'm gonna let you know what I'm saying. You could tell it's off the actions, what's being said, and just because of when you figure because you most of the time we was that person before we was like that we was
hmm
talking like that, so once we heard
hmm
and found out about that why we did what we did it is kind
hmm
of is a little easy to tell if somebody totally let something go or still holding to it a little bit, you know, something like that.
hmm
So we can lie all we
hmm
want, but we just hurting ourselves.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, and then another thing, I saw something on this, but now I hope this don't open up nothing bad for nobody.
Do
But
your thing,
I would
man.
say, how often? Okay, let's go back to getting used to apologies. How often has anybody ever heard their parents say they apologize to their child?
Ooh. I'm the parent. I don't have to do it. No, that's all I hear once.
Yes, because I said so.
Because I said
I'm
so.
forgetting because I said so when I don't
Right.
know shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
that's
was the
weird.
number
Hey,
one in my household. Because I said so.
boy, parents the most ego driven. That's not, it's all
what do
ego
you
for
think? So now you see where we get it from.
not TT Kanai, not you.
Oh, she's
I'm
a
about
step
to put
parent.
her in her own book club. It's like, you ain't supposed to be like that. It's like, she say, yes, I do. I feel you, though.
Yeah, I mean,
But like I
because
said, that's just, I feel that, though. But we do have to, we got to be like it, because that's how we teach our child forgiveness, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Let
yeah,
us know that we're humans just like they is. They don't make
yeah,
mistakes. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? You got to leave some type of leeway, to let them know that even I can make a mistake, but I can correct it. I can be accountable for what I did and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's just, all of us is humans at the end of the day. We all learn off each other and all that stuff. So,
that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
but that is kind of hard. It is going to be hard, though.
No, it takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of self analysis. Really, you gotta, like
Discipline,
when you
yep.
empty your pockets out every day before you get that change out your pockets. You gotta go through your head. What did I do today? And all your verbal engagements, and how did you represent yourself? How did you see yourself? Because a lot of times we can't hear ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
but if you process your day to day, and then you'll be surprised what you may see about yourself, and then you say, "Dang, man, I could have said this better. I could have did that better. I didn't have to act that way. Yeah, maybe okay, maybe I shouldn't have been so sensitive about that, but
And
I mean,
I didn't want to split you up, but I just wanted to touch on. I kind of taking it back what I just said, though. The more I think about it now, because I think as a
mhm,
parent, I think some of the times it is necessary that you shouldn't have to apologize to, because it's because a child. You can't expect a child to think the same way as you, though. So you do got to put your foot down on certain situations. But I think at a certain age, that's when you got to start. You might have to apologize to your child when they're aware of, just how life is. But I think when they don't understand, like if you sit there and apologize to your child or something like that, that's when that child gonna start trying to run you over. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got that authority. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
So
I
I
feel
think
like
it is like you probably need both. It do got to be both though. I
yeah,
had to
but I
take
feel
time to
like
think about that though a
but
little bit though.
I feel like instead of like my parents, like my mom will never be like, I'm sorry. It's always I don't owe you nothing, right? But I can always tell when
right.
she's sorry,
Hmm.
right? Because she always gonna come, like, especially when I was a teenager, she come in my room, she'd be like, hey, don't forget to study for your math test, like something stupid, right? And then she'd be
Hmm.
Hmm.
like, so you want to go to McDonald's?
Hmm.
Right? Or
I
you
was just
want
gonna
this?
say that. My
You
mom would always be like, "You want something to eat?
you want some Mickey
Come, I'll make you
D's? You want to
something to
go?
eat."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
You
get
know what
you
I mean? You
right.
want some food? Like, it's
yeah,
always stuff
yeah.
like that. It's
That
never
was my
like,
Right.
you know what I
Don't
mom.
want
mean?
to.
So like
They
I
ain't gonna say
feel
it, but they find a way.
They'll show you,
yeah, like
and that's what I was
You
gonna
said you
say.
want that
For
new
me,
video game. Yes.
yeah,
and
you know
that's what
what
I
I
was gonna
mean?
say, Kev. For me, the forgiveness, what it looks like to me, is somebody's actions. So for me,
I
my
get
mom,
you.
that was her action at the time,
I
right?
get you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. I ain't never think about it that way. I answered that too fast, but
Yeah.
look, I'm quick to correct myself too, as best as I can too. That's just being
That's what
accountable.
I'm saying. I mean,
But
like, I wish my parents like would have been like, yeah, I'm sorry, but like they never, no. Even to this day, as an adult, and I'm 30, like my mom still does not do that.
Hmm.
Like my
hmm
mom will be
No,
like,
neither do my parents.
mm,
Yeah.
my mom will be like, okay, so like, you need some gas money. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
exactly.
how it
That
no,
is,
too.
right?
That too. That's a good one too, AJ. Yep.
you need some gas
Now, when
money.
Get your
it
car.
gets to that age, right, when y'all
You need your
both
brakes
older and
done.
stuff, yeah, that's when it's different. Because I ain't gonna lie, like some of the times my parents have came to me, like especially if they know they did something wrong or something like they come to me now and then, now that we older and stuff, because they know that I'm aware. I'm aware and they want to know that, like, what I did. They want to show that they're human. Yeah, what I did was wrong or something like that. Then they apologize for it. Vice versa. It's like we should apologize to them. But it gotta. I say it's at a certain age that you gotta figure that out and put that ego to the side and
Hmm.
talk to your child. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody know that we make mistakes. All of us make mistakes. But I do get, like I was saying, what my TT was talking about. Cause I was talking about earlier. I get why you probably don't want to do that when they're younger or something like that because your kids gonna take your kindness for weakness. That's what that be sometimes.
Well, I'll give you guys a
Yep.
an example that I experienced with um my daughter's mother. We were going through some changes, so we went on and broke up, and then there was the middle girl was about 16 at this time, and then so when she got to be 19, there was some type of, and I know it was God that moved in me to do it. So I actually got the biggest rebirth moment with her, and I didn't even know that was going to end up happening. But what I did was listening to what I was instructed to do. I set my now she's 19 now. I sat her down and I said, well, you know what, Rachel? I said, I'm just, just have a little talk just to see how things is going. So we go through all the basics and everything. And then I said, well, I mainly wanted to come to you because I wanted to let you know.
Aries! My bad. I had to get it out.
If there's anything that I may have done to you that has hurt your feelings, whether you understood it or you didn't understand it, I apologize for that. And here she go with this little tear, and she just had this look in her eye, like as if to say, "You are human, okay?" Because our children can see us like Superman, Superwoman, like we just machines or something, But it actually took her to I gave her a side of me that actually allowed for her to be able to see that, yeah, baby, I love you that much. I want to make sure that we okay, because see, one of the things about us as children, we may feel a certain way about something, but we don't know how to bring it to our parents, though, And then if there's something too serious, parents will just shut us down. So you just learned that's why a lot of kids have better relationships with their friends than they do with their parents, because they can freely talk to their friends about any and everything, when we should have that with our children. Right. So then after I did that, I did the same thing with my other two daughters, because I have 3 girls. So, I mean, it made me feel better too, because I couldn't pinpoint any one moment, but it made me feel better because it allowed for them to see me, that I can come to you and say, I wasn't right about something. I wasn't perfect about something. And so they just, and it just opened up the best communication experience that we've ever had after that. Because then, Dad, what about this? What about that? Well, honey, this is this and that. And if you got any more questions about this, let me know, And then, so talk about any and everything under the sun, any and everything under the sun.
Good. That's good.
It helps to be able to really break down that barrier from looking like the one person that's right about everything, because that's how us parents telegraph ourselves to be, like you say, bro, because I said so, and, but they're looking at us like, well, I don't understand, and it don't seem right to me. So, okay, cool. Now I've grown up in a time where it was unacceptable. You probably get knocked down if you said to your mother or father, why?
Oh, yeah. I feel you on that. That was I feel you on that. I got scared too. I thought I was back. I went back here. Oops.
Yeah, that's like cursing back then. Yeah, wow. What?
Yeah, it's all the way different now with the new parenting now, man. It's crazy. They get to say why, what the, he's saying all type of stuff to their parents now.
Right. Not my kids. Not my kids.
It's so much stuff they get away with, man, that I was so scared back then, and it was worse before me. Shoot, so
look, I couldn't even breathe a certain way.
You breathing hard over there?
Let me suck some air through my teeth real quick. It didn't matter.
You couldn't do that either, right? You just smirked. You just what?
Right.
Attitude.
I'm gonna give you something to cry about. I know you heard that one before.
God, I've heard that one so many times. or I brought you into this world, I could take you out.
Oh yeah, you done got that.
Let's
No,
be
that
real.
take
Let's
you
be
out. You
real.
don't know how many times I done I'm
Let's
a
be
zombie
real
right
though.
now, but I know how to put it that way.
Parents from back then, y'all didn't really need to say nothing. It was that look. We all
Yeah.
know the look.
100%.
Oh, the
Yeah.
bull lips.
The
That
look.
look,
The
that
The
look.
bull lips.
Mm-hmm.
yep. The look. The
Get
look
your
that just strike every vein in your body cold. Like,
Right?
ooh.
You just shiver from
I'm
head
not
to
telling you
toe
nothing.
and you run.
Mm-hmm.
I used to run when I get that look.
Boy, the boo boo lips ain't playing no games. I ain't
Still
gonna even
do.
lie.
Well, and then is anybody married?
Not me.
Not I.
Nope, not me.
Oh, okay. Because I was
You
going to
hurt
ask
our
the next
feelings. You should have
question.
spent. You say no talking to it, but nah.
I
I mean, nah.
was going to ask the question:
But
how
what you was
hard
about
is
to
it
say
for
though? Oh yeah,
spouses
Mr. Yeah, come
to
up in the box,
apologize?
Mr. I. I know his stuff died early and stuff. Y'all having a black. My boy is so salty down there. He done got himself banana. He's so jelly. It'll be all right, man. 12 o'clock tomorrow. My mod is back in the box, man. Hey, that's that one kid that looking on the ends outside, looking at the kids playing and stuff. Dang, y'all having so much fun.
Right. He's so jealous right
Cause he done
now.
got bananas. You know what happened to all of us, man. Living it, suck it up, man. We've been in jail like that before, TikTok jail before too. You know, it's just like nah.
It's like you guys are all having a blast up there,
Oh man,
hey?
that was funny. He's like, y'all having all the fun of y'all time of your life, man. These 3 empty boxes up here, man. If only I had some mods that was disciplined.
Jealousy
I'm
doesn't
blaming
look
it
good
on
on
him.
you, my friend.
I'm up tomorrow. Wait, what you? What do you say? That's funny though. Hey, oh King, man, come up in the box. I didn't even not ask. Every time I ask him to come in the box, he in. Nah, never mind. Don't even say. I don't even want you to say what you doing. I forget. I'll be forgetting. I know if you when you're in the box, you gonna come. I got banana the last time. Man, doy. What the heck? I'm cleaning my kitchen. Okay, cool. I'm glad you ain't cleaning something else. I'm like, last time I asked you to clean something else. Okay, cool. We good. Look at the previous comment. Yeah, your comment didn't come up. You must have typed something that was filtered out. That got filtered out. So yeah. Yeah. But what was we getting to about that? What was we saying before we had that one kid that just messed with us having fun? What were we saying? What was happening?
You mean our little jealous friend?
We were up here talking about our new shoes and how fast we can run. No, I'm just kidding.
Right? Our new bikes we got. Did you got the big wheeler, the 3-wheeler?
Hey, and how about
Clubhouse
this?
don't suspend you.
You get brand new tennis shoes, and you supposed to be able to run faster.
Absolutely.
Was that ever true? Or like the little bubble shoes they had?
Myth.
Yeah, that was.
That's a
Yeah, that was
myth.
true. Okay, I still believe that. There ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. No.
He said, "You're not gonna take that away
She's
from
like,
me."
nope, you're
Them
not
little
gonna
air
do
bubbles
it.
used to have you
Don't.
push it, huh? Like,
Man, them air bubbles, man.
and that's
Or
like
the
that
pump
remind me
up.
of what they call the placebo effect with the
Yeah.
fake. That's what that's like. I swear I'm doing it faster. Like, nah.
See, King
Oh,
back me
okay.
up. See, you
You
do run
do run
faster than some
faster
new
in new
shoes.
You
shoes,
do
right?
not, you guys.
Yes, you
You run back to
do.
the store and buy you a new
You run
pair. You done put
right.
dents all in them boys.
You
That's why
run
you run
exactly
fast.
the same. If your ass couldn't run before,
No,
your
you
ass can't run
don't. No.
after.
TikTok done
Okay. So
kicked
all of a
me
sudden you got a
off.
pair of Air
You
Jordan
got
pumps, and all of
banana?
a sudden you pump them up, and you can run faster than Air Jordan.
Absolutely,
Right.
I
That
can
was
run
the fun
faster.
though. They got a
AJ,
lot
no,
of us
don't.
with that. Pump it up, you.
Come
Oh, I
on,
forgot. That's
AJ.
Don't
classic.
be come over here telling me. Look. Look. 3 pumps, all you
Boy,
need.
how fat was that
And I'm
shoe before you
fast. I'm
started
fast. I'm
realizing?
fast, boy. I'm
She
fast.
said 3
She
pumps.
done pumped it. She done got that boy looking like a raft or something like that. A little rift.
Heck
What they call it, a
yeah.
rift?
Know what I mean? It's kind of like when you in
It's
your,
not
like when you in
working.
your car, you put some new, you put air in your tires, like fast, boy,
You still
fast,
I'm
can't go
jet
faster
fasted,
in
flying.
the
right? I'm
car.
fasted.
Oh my god. You're not Michael Andretti after you pump up your tires.
Oh, he did
Yeah,
get banana.
Who?
Oh.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works, play.
When?
Okay?
Yesterday?
You got banana to wait? Was you in my box today? Hold
Yeah,
up.
yesterday.
You got banana tomorrow?
Yesterday.
He was just in
when
my
they
box
get
today. I
you,
thought. Was it?
when they
Welcome
get you on
back.
your
No, he
own,
was
they
in your
Welcome
box
back,
won't
C.
let you
yesterday,
on
Marie.
nobody
Kev.
else's. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Red
they
was in
didn't
your
even let
box
me know if he got
yesterday.
banana.
See, look, for all y'all saying that you don't run fast in some new shoes, the problem is that, see, y'all let your childhood die early. Okay? Like, I can't even hang out with you on the weekends because I want to go to Jump Street and we can't go because you ain't got no ACLs. So, like, you know what I mean?
Oh no!
You don't
Oh
care
no!
how
You ain't
much a
get. Oh, you
dinosaur
ain't get
weighs.
banana in my room, did you? I keep thinking. I'm trying to think what day. You was in my
You don't care
room
about how
Was
much a
yesterday.
earlier,
dinosaur
yeah.
weighs.
I'm trying to make sure if I
No.
lost my live, because I know when people get banana, I lose my
I'll put it
live.
this way. Everybody who believes that they run faster in some new shoes, we can all play Freeze Dragon. And if I have to
Oh,
explain the rules to
Jesus
Freeze
Lord.
Dragon, you
Oh
too
man,
old.
that sounds fun. What is that? Explain the rules for me.
Right?
I don't know. I don't know. I heard of you before. I
I
heard you.
don't. I don't. Is
I'm
that
not that
like
old. Come on, man.
dodgeball?
I'm not that old, man.
No, I am. Is that like dodgeball?
She said dodgeball. You look, you
Is it
see, look.
Foursquare?
Nah, look, see, I'm gonna need you to go buy them pumpy pump shoes and go play Red Rover.
Not the pumpy
Red
pumps.
Rover. Oh, I know Red Rover. Red Rover, Red Rover.
Dog,
Red
that is some
Rover, let me
classic
come
Rover,
stuff.
what
find
is
you
it?
over.
Yeah. That's it. Red Rover, Red Rover. How many?
Those shoes probably done pop people done try to run
And
fast in
AJ
there.
had her new
I still
shoes on
can't
when she
beat
was
Tommy.
playing.
Heck yeah. Come on.
I
And she was
can't.
faster than everybody.
I was
No,
faster
you
than
thought you
everybody.
were.
Who got a
You
Nah, I
thought you
who
were.
was. I
who
won so many races with new shoes. If I lost a race, I had to
that's
buy a new
right.
pair of shoes.
That's right. Who, got, who had a pair of the Nikes when they first came out?
I ain't
Yeah,
had
that's
none
a
of
little
that
bit before
stuff.
my
I ain't
time.
get none of that stuff till I got grown. I ain't had
But
that money.
no,
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember when they came out.
no, we didn't
And
get
then
all
what
that new
was
stuff
big for
either.
us was Chuck Taylors. You know,
Yep, I had some
Converse.
Chucks.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
think
no,
I
I lied.
watched
My
people
sister
have them
did get
on.
the
That's the closest I
Jordans.
did. I watch other people. Them look
Yeah,
cool.
my sister was a
Hey, I was
basketball player,
looking
so
like
she yeah.
how
His
third child was
traditionals.
looking in here. That's how I was looking when I was young. Oh, you got those, man? I wish I had
I don't think
those.
y'all quite understand how much I think my shoes be doing way more to me than they probably do. Like every time I get a new
No,
pair of
we're
basketball
starting to
shoes,
understand, AJ. We're starting to understand how
yeah.
much you
Like,
do.
hey, you get me new basketball shoes and I'm in the NBA. Don't mess with
Oh,
me.
Jesus Lord.
Next
Okay,
minute
so if I get you some high
she
heels,
done
your
dunked on
runway
the rim and
model?
stuff out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
No,
Out here
high
set.
heels, runway model.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
no different. No
No, don't even
different
get it
than when
twisted.
you
I
got
can
a
run in some stilettos.
yeah.
Think I won't.
It's no
Oh,
different
good.
like when you got a
Better
new
on you because
bicycle
I
and you got
can't.
your
I sure the
bicycle
hell
with the
can't.
fashion.
Oh, brother, we can barely hear you. You're kind of muffled.
Oh yeah, hold
There we
on.
go.
Oh, you good now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all
no
just talking at the
different
same
than when
time.
you got a new bicycle and you want and we think we got the fastest bike because it's new.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, King, now you're now you're doing
Hey,
just too
okay, what
much.
about let's do some grown folk one that I kind of do to this day.
What?
What about when you get an oil change or something like you feel like your car gonna
Yeah,
run
the car
fast?
run better.
Oh,
Yeah, it
Jesus.
is. It runs better.
Or you put some gas in your car because it was on low.
Oh
Oh, now my
no,
stuff about to go fast. Like,
oh
Are
no,
what
the
the?
you,
it go
Hold
or
up,
the
hold up.
air
Let's
DPI.
be real with the
conditioning's gonna
gas.
burn better if you got more gas?
And look, I
Let's
changed
be
the I
real. Let's
changed
be
my
real with the
window
gas.
wiper and I thought,
Hold up. Let's be
Yeah,
real with the gas.
no, it
Let's
go
be real
deeper
with the
than
gas,
that.
right?
When you wash your car,
We all
it's
know
Oh
supposed
about
to
the
no,
run
gas,
better.
right? It's when
AJ,
you got
don't.
the money.
watch the car and that boy still spitting out
Hold
black
up. It's
gas.
when you got the money, right? Because we all be going to the cheap gas station, right? The one that we claim has the cheap gas. But when you
Costco.
Mm-hmm.
get some money and you go and you put that good gas in your car,
Oh,
exactly. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
you right,
Yeah,
you right. We like,
right. You
ooh,
think
if you want to
you
go
drive
and
a
take a ride with
luxury
me, I'm just
car.
taking Nelly out of there.
It's Nelly off in this shit.
Oh boy, that's sad. We do that. So I guess that childhood stuff never worked. It's still working as an adult too.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Okay, then
that's too
explain
funny. You
this to
guys
me.
got me.
Explain this
I'm
to me.
hot over here.
Why is it when we drive in, right, and we get close to the destination, we all turn the radio down to see the address?
Yeah, how about that? How about
Or what
that?
about the opposite? When you pull up at your
AJ, fuck
job
you,
and you
I
see
did
some
that
people and you
today.
want to turn the music up and let everybody hear your music and blast it.
Exactly.
Like you sweet and stuff, like,
Nah,
like you know you were just listening
I
to
did
gospel. How
that.
you listen to
right
rap now?
there. She was
I did
right
that
about
today. I
that.
turned down my music approaching my doctor's office because I couldn't find it.
Yeah, so
So
you
I
can
turned
see.
my
You turn it
music
down so you
down.
can see.
That's right.
Fuck you.
That is so true.
Man, I can't see that. Right.
Oh, hell, that's it. I give up.
So don't come over here telling me that I don't know about, running fast in no shoes.
No, no. Even his laugh in the chat looks salty. Look how long it took for him to put that emoji down.
Right? He's not even responding
He's
because
like,
he doesn't want to.
if I want to say something, ha. That's that one laugh with the I can't even
That's the
explain it though. But
ha ha
ha,
ha
y'all are just
ha
so
ha.
funny up there.
You guys are all having such a
It
good
took him this
time.
long to put it. You know what? I can find me a laugh. Let me go ahead and find one real quick. he took his time to find where's that laugh emoji at, because I ain't have It's gonna be all right, man. We got you, Trey, man. We got you.
Y'all know
Oh,
that
I got pissed.
we all in trouble when he come back, right?
Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. We in
He got
trouble
a whole
tomorrow at 2
mouth
o'clock,
full.
AJ.
He said, "Why
2
y'all want
p.m.
to talk about what we
tomorrow.
was talking about yesterday? Let me catch up."
No, he's going to be bringing shit up from last week.
Right. I'll be like, "Hold on, did we just talk about grudges and forgiveness? Forgive us." Forgive us, man.
He's not going to forgive any of us.
Oh man.
Oh,
He
my
like,
friend.
I know how forgiveness looking. It's not like this, man. Why you bringing up the past, man? That was yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Leave it in the
Now I'm gonna
past,
keep
man.
on.
Leave it in the
I'm gonna stick with the
past.
bottom part. How do you get over this? Let me know please let me know how do you get over it, please.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, God. I got tears in my eyes, you guys, and I just did my bloody makeup. God damn it.
Man.
Oh.
I swear he got the worst end of it. I don't think none of us got to him like this when we got in
AJ
jail.
got me, though. As soon as
I
she
don't even think
said
I
that, I
wanted to
was
get
like,
on the
God
app when
damn
I
it,
got
I
in
did
jail.
that today.
I was all in my feelings when I got in jail. Actually, I was in here with my TT Kanai in here when I got my first banana. We was all cool, chilling in
Oh, I'd
here.
be upset.
You remember that TT? Oh, man, that was my first banana, man. I was like, I was sad. I was about to go off on I was like, I was blaming it on people. Like, why? What the heck happened? I'm never getting on here no more. I was so mad. Then I learned the ropes. I'm like, I need to make me a backup page. I need all that. I was so mad. I was salty.
Yeah,
I think
they
I
got
probably
I'm
would be too
positive.
because it's so frustrating, right?
Yeah. But
Yeah, it'd
once
be
you
very
break that,
me over the weekend. They cut me.
Which
They took my 10-minute videos away from me.
oh yeah. Oh, y'all heard they don't do
you
10
don't
minutes no anymore though
you
on
don't
here.
need those. The 10 minutes is too
Oh, that's
long
what I
on
think.
TikTok.
That's what Third Child was said before. He told me he was saying that before. I didn't even notice it though. Dang, too bad he can't talk about it with us. I gotta tease him. I'm gonna say the
We were
voice for you.
talking
I'm your
about that.
voice right now.
That was the live that we were on. Too bad he can't say anything right now.
Yeah, he getting the worst end because I don't even think none of us got done like this one. This is a bold. I think I'm going in harder because I know he off tomorrow. he free tomorrow.
Oh God. Oh God. That's all right.
Way too funny.
You know, I can. You know what? If you want a voice, man. We got Clapper, man. I go ahead and put you in if you feeling real lonely down there, man. I'll let you. We could talk on Clapper, man. You could be.
Oh, that was very kind, Kev.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. See, I ain't had that back then. They ain't had my back when I was in jail. They ain't give me no love letters or nothing. They been saying.
They didn't fill up your cantina.
TikTok don't hurt me.
Right.
Don't hurt me. No more.
Right. Oh my.
Same. Man, that's funny.
How you gonna get me on a? She gonna get me in this phone, dog. That's funny.
Get him.
That's cheating, TT. That's cheating, man. You can't do it on the text.
Okay, we only take a shot for Cinco de Mayo.
All right, guys, I'm about to jump out.
Oh yeah.
TikTok done ran my battery down.
Oh yeah, that worked fast too. Yeah, live don't play no games.
I think it's what they got, what they throw in your phone to just get that thing working. You know, it's,
Man.
it's something they throw on your phone. But someone told me that their moderators are right there in Tennessee.
What?
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
Is they the ones that can
TikTok,
make you go viral and stuff too?
yeah, TikTok's moderators. Yeah, right there in Tennessee.
So they're not
Hey, them
overseas.
a visit. I need me a few
They're the
videos to go
ones for the
viral.
American
Don't
server.
let anybody
Mhm.
find that warehouse, that
They
office. So
probably just assigned to monitor the U.S., but not the
Mm,
worldwide. So they got them all over.
yeah.
But
What you find?
but yeah, they the ones that can catch, because they got me when I put a. And they wanted to say I was inciting a riot when I
Mm-hmm.
made some comments. I stitched something on somebody's video about the stuff Mississippi was doing, and so I got to calling out different things and different people. We can come down there by the busloads. Oh shoot! They got me quick on that one. Yeah, so they that's how they can watch everything throughout the world.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't put nothing
If
past them,
y'all
man.
ain't
Yeah,
following Brother Mark, please follow Brother Mark. He's awesome. Every live I've been in with him,
yeah,
he's
you
always
know
been
you.
follow.
I
I'll
got
give
good.
you a
you, I
follow.
got you,
I got
man. You
you.
know, I'm trying to
Yeah,
build this family up, you know. If
yeah,
it
so
came from your word, I got you.
that's because I try to put out there a lot of people some good stuff just to keep people's spirits up and
That's what it's about, man. That's what it's
be a
about,
good
man.
influence on people, man. Because you never know what a person is going through, man.
Exactly,
You never
exactly.
know. Even
That's why I'm
family
trying to
members
get
don't
people out of
know.
that.
Yeah, even family members don't check on their own family members.
Yep.
It's good to be able to say, hey, I'm checking on you. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Everything all right? It's good to know that sometimes.
Yep.
A lot of people just don't have that, you know.
Yep, and that just come with understanding. Because even with that, I just look at it at everybody's just trying their best to live their own life, man, and trying
Hmm.
to please everybody.
Hmm.
But it's all
Hmm.
about trying and stuff. I really don't hold it against us, but I'm put it that way. I put it this way that I appreciate it when they do. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Same thing that they should do, whatever. I can't tell
Hmm.
somebody else to appreciate something, but I'm just saying that I appreciate, when they do. Like that. That's crazy. 'Cause that's like my cousin just ended up hitting me up yesterday. And I ain't
Hmm.
been talking to her in a minute. Hit me up, checking on me and stuff. So I mean, yeah, I feel you on that though.
Hmm.
I
Yeah, so
feel
I
We
you.
lost
started doing
AJ.
it a lot more.
Oh,
And I
got a
tell you
call.
something else, and I don't mean to really jump off off your topic,
Oh
but
no, we
that's
ain't know. We
something
just
that I
free
do.
talking.
Something that I do, and I think we all should do it because culturally, being raised up in an African American home, which a lot of people don't know why we are as adults, is
Right.
because there was no emotions in our household.
Hmm.
It's like you could count the number of times that you could probably hear someone say that they love you.
Hmm.
I mean, how often, when was the last time you said I love you to one of your family members? That's what I encourage people to do. Just, charge it off. Hey, we don't normally say this, but I love you.
Hmm.
Because the way these times are, the way this world is, people, not here tomorrow. Did anybody ever tell them that they love them?
Hmm.
The people that didn't wake up this morning, did
Right.
anybody tell them yesterday that they love them?
Exactly.
I mean, so now I try to do it through a lot of videos and sense different things. Hey, you are special.
Hmm.
This is for you. And just let it be genuine. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
and then and I said I was gonna strike a live on this one day, and maybe the ladies can. Are they still in?
AJ had she on the
I'm
phone
still
though,
here.
but that
Yeah,
lady
I
down
got a
there.
call,
Okay.
but I'm here.
Well, sister, maybe you can answer this question. Why is it that women act so uncomfortable when we can pay somebody a genuine compliment and it just be a compliment and not read everything into being a come on line? I mean, if
Okay,
I
Mm.
see you,
that's a very loaded question, to be honest with you. But
I
I
mean,
think
if I see you at the bus stop and I say, "Wow, you look very nice today," and
well,
then
because
I'm
I
knowing
think
that, mhm,
unfortunately, I think the way the world is nowadays is that
mhm,
people can't take a compliment from a stranger
mhm,
because they don't know if it is actually a compliment or if it's something else or if it's going to be. People are too scared
mhm.
to even speak to strangers anymore, so let alone get a
I
compliment
can
from a
understand
stranger.
a little bit. I understand
Right?
it a
Like,
little bit though, because it is a lot of
and
creeps
it's,
out here and all that stuff. You never know
yeah,
a person's intentions and stuff. So I
yeah.
would say that, and I learned because I feel that too. I was like that too, but like I said, I learned not to take anything
Mhm.
personal nowadays, and I try to be more understanding on the situation. So it is about even if you approach it
See,
the best way, you just gotta look at it that you don't know what the other person have been through or something like that, with who they encounter with, and then once a person or maybe they not comfortable at the moment, and so eventually
Mhm.
they open up to you. Vice versa, same thing with you. You know what I'm saying? If somebody was the opposite way, sometimes it's just like if a girl just sat there like, dude, I want to, but even though I'm not like that no more, but a girl come up to me too fast, talking about, dang, you look good, you want to smash tonight? That just be, I'd be kind of weird on that, like, what the freak? Like, they don't do that like that, you know what I'm saying? That's just weird. You must be, but usually when girls that do that, they done maybe got a disease or something, or like, what the heck, you giving it a
and I
day?
mean, I think also too, it's also society too, and the way people are approached now, and the
Mhm.
way
Yeah.
dating has changed. Like, don't forget too, a lot of things aren't face to face anymore. People are so used to like meeting people on the internet and all and other ways and online
That's
through
true.
like even this and you know what I mean? So you could take a compliment this way because there's not going to be anything. I'm so bad with my words sometimes. There's
You
not
just
going to be
did
any
me like that again.
consequences. Did what? Oh, did I?
You basically said the same thing I said
Well,
again.
Kev, you're saying.
I swear.
It's
Yeah.
not
You
that I'm
did it
not
again.
listening
You
to
been
you,
said
Kev.
you
I'm
did the
just
same
saying
thing
it
with
in
stuff
a
you said
different way.
society and said, but I literally said it. I said because that's the way it is, and there's a lot of creeps in this world. You say, well, basically
No,
because
but we were talking
society
about
like that.
creeps. We were talking about creeps, but now
I know. I
I'm
feel it
talking
just
about how
seemed like you
feet
said the
like
same thing I said in
no,
another way.
because chivalry. What I mean by a chivalry's gone too. There's no
Yeah.
chivalry
Okay.
anymore either, right?
So
And
catch
and
people
what
by
I mean by
surprise.
society is I mean like a lot of okay, I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna get in trouble. The women's empowerment
Uh huh.
that has I think a lot to do with it as well too. Like a
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
woman's like, well, what? Why are you complimenting me for? I know I look good,
right. Oh yeah.
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So
I
you get
understand
that
that.
as well too.
I got
Yeah.
you.
So it's a lot to do with this generation as well.
I
Oh
So,
got
yeah.
but I
you.
mean, I can't speak for all women, but that's a
Yes,
loaded
Right.
it's
question.
a
Right.
yes case by case situation for real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a very
But
Yeah.
loaded
I can
question.
get like a overall, you don't know especially for a woman don't know what they're getting themselves into when they talk to certain men because they know it's a lot of men that's out
Well,
here,
that's true too. I mean, I understand that
Right,
so
thing.
just like I
Sure.
right,
wouldn't recommend my daughter to say hi to everybody too either. So
right.
I mean I feel it if I had a daughter, I'm just saying, but yeah, I can
It's a
understand it
safety
though. It's
aspect
a
now.
protect yeah,
Yeah,
it's a protection type
yeah.
thing or defense mechanism. But it's just all about trying to get to know each other. It's no different if a guy talking about what up, though, you want some of this. Like, I think a guy be scared of another guy, too. I mean, like, you better come up to
Yeah.
Right.
me like,
Right.
I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I hope you.
Right.
Bro, what you want? You got, notice
Yeah.
when guys talk to you, how quick we just looking right in their eyeballs or looking at their hands in their pocket or something? We gotta be on
Yeah. Like
defense
who's ready
mode
to
for
see?
real.
Yeah.
All I'm
Yeah.
trying to do is say, what up, though? You want a fry or something? I don't know.
And I think COVID, the last 3 years, has put us all in a defense mode too against other
Mm-hmm.
people. Do you know what I mean? So
Oh, that
COVID's
mean
had a
don't
lot to
hug me
do
or
with
touch me
that.
or I don't want none of that.
Exact,
That's
but
just
that,
another whole level of
yeah.
defense.
But even
Get
coming
away
up
from
and
me. Give me six
talking to
feet.
you, Kev, if a stranger comes and starts to approach me, starts to talk to me, I start to back up still because of, I'm
Hey, you
thinking
got
of,
to, yeah.
yeah.
But
Right.
that
So
opened
it's,
our eyes to that show that how germs work. You know what I'm saying? Because that stuff still ain't good with or without COVID. Like people don't wash their hands more and all that stuff. Like people was like dirty before all that stuff and lazy with
That's
their
right.
stuff. So
That's right.
it
and
True.
just
that's what I
showed
said. Half of that cleaning shit should have been done before COVID, never
before
mind
that.
after
Yeah,
COVID.
yeah.
Yeah, and you should have been
Yeah.
doing a lot of this shit before or even before COVID. Yeah, I said
Yeah.
that.
Touching stuff and yeah, like a lot of that stuff
Because
is
I tell
really
you,
germs we passing.
another thing that COVID did, and I mean, I'm about sick of it. I can't find nobody that likes to talk, that's willing to talk on the phone anymore.
Mm.
What do you
It's
mean?
always text, text, text.
But that's this
They be so
generation, you
busy,
see.
huh?
That's technology too. That's
Yeah, I
all
think that
technology.
just I felt like that
Yeah.
happened before COVID. As soon as
Yeah,
they
that
found out
was
about
just
that, they be
technology.
lazy with they. That's part of that lazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? That
Laziness.
lazy microwave life that we having now. Because people not
Right.
going outside no more. They on their phones now. They on video games and all that stuff. I mean, all that stuff. Like
Right.
the more we getting lazier and lazier,
I like that,
people in
Kevin.
the middle watching their
Lazy
shows.
and
Like, yeah, I'm
lazy.
gonna just text him now. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like having a cold conversation because I'm trying to watch Power. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I don't know.
And
That's true
then,
too. People are multitasking a lot more too nowadays. So they've got their phone in their hand, they've got their, computer in front of them, they've got their kids running around, they've got their, what I mean? People are multitasking. People don't have time for phone calls anymore,
and
right?
then
Look how
I
loyal
know
AJ is.
and then I know one thing that's just like it
What?
burns me up. Somebody say, "Oh well, I don't answer phone calls from somebody I don't know," and I'm like, I have never known anybody to answer a call and then the wrong person be on the other line and just choked or strangled somebody through the phone. Okay, you were trying somebody called or
Now that I
somebody
got
got
you.
the wrong
I
number.
got you right through the phone.
Caught you. I was a stranger. You didn't know that.
Right. But see, that's how what happens on TikTok too, right? People come in these boxes and they have their voice through these boxes thinking, okay, nobody can do anything or say anything. And they
Yeah,
act that way as well, right?
yeah.
Hmm. That's what I'm saying. Right, we be letting people that we don't know get to us too. That's what we said. They a whole stranger and stuff. Never been nothing into your life. Even if there's a friend, we just be letting them get like, dude, I met you on TikTok, dog. You bringing negative and stuff. You don't mean well in my life, then. So I don't need you. You
Mm-hmm.
wasn't the one I needed. So
Wow,
yeah,
yeah.
we be just it's crazy. It is crazy. Oh, another person got a call. Everybody got called. This that Freaky Friday, huh, boy? Boy.
Payday.
Yeah, payday, right? It's time to spend that money. Go out. Go out it, man. But yeah, and all that stuff. Man, what the hell? Yeah, I for sure gotta go to bed early today. Oh, I keep yawning.
I'm back.
That's how
Welcome
you
back.
know when you get older. It used to be 9 o'clock. You start getting ready to go out to the club.
Oh, right.
Well, that's
Mm.
I am. It's
Yeah,
Cinco
I
de Mayo
don't.
today.
Yeah. Yeah, I stopped that actually like 2 years ago. I stopped doing it because it just wasn't really serving no purpose for me. You know, most of the time I was
Mhm.
really going to the clubs and all that stuff was to probably just
Mhm.
get something that's temporary anyway. So I was like, I just stopped kind of going after that.
Mhm.
It was like in my
Yeah,
mind when I was
clubs
going
are
back then when I
overrated
didn't
now.
totally give it up. It was like in something in my mind was always telling me like, man, why am I out here? And then most of the time when I'm trying to get on somebody, they always got a boyfriend or they got, you know what I'm saying? It was always something weird or, oh, girls came up here just to dance on each other. That just made me so messed and not like that. Like, what the heck you come with the cheeks all out and all that stuff just to dance on each other? That just made me so mad. But besides that, but I'm
Because
just
they want
saying
you to
that
buy the drinks, that's why.
I was talking, yeah,
Right,
that junk.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, that junk be crazy. There'd be drunk people in there ready to. I mean, it was nothing really
Yeah.
good in them clubs for real. I had to
No, it
learn that
really
from my own.
wasn't.
You never found the love of your life in the club, that's for sure.
Nah, that's crazy. I mean, I
No,
did find a good girl at
no.
one of the clubs though. She was actually good,
Oh, there
but
you go.
Yeah,
In
that's
what way,
weird.
Kev?
That's a dime of what they call it, the dime of the dozen or a needle in a haystack. But
right, right.
she still had some other
Right.
problems. That's why we ain't wooed each other though.
I
But
was gonna
but
say.
she was cool though. She was cool though. Somebody can get with her.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, it was no purpose though. Then I don't drink like that because like all that stuff was just always tying into something. Like I said, if I already done
Mhm.
gave up, I'm not gonna say gave up. I'm not. I've been celibate for 2 years now. It's like I'm not looking for, like. What's the point of going to the club? I'm not trying to get no buns. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do that because I'm trying to set myself up for a wife now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not
Right
gonna.
on, right
You
on.
know, I need a bit to get that stuff in control.
And
So when I really get it,
it's safer to be
I
one
don't
way.
miss my opportunity.
Yeah, it's safer to be that way anyway, man.
Most
'Cause,
definitely, most
you know,
definitely,
you just,
It is. Like I said, clubs are overrated now.
it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I remember back then I was thinking about I need to have fun or I don't want to waste my time. You know, I was saying
Money.
I had talking like that, all that stuff. I done had this long week. I need to go out. I mean, but I had to really deeply think on it. A lot of this stuff that we do is just only for these quick little pleasures that don't last for too long or whatever.
Hmm.
Even having sex with somebody, that what up. Let me talk myself up. Let me do like good 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? I think
I
stop
was gonna
talking.
say, Kev, watch how long you
I was about
say.
to mess up.
Don't
Like
say
say
2 minutes.
5 minutes.
Don't say
Yeah,
two
that little quick
minutes.
2 seconds. I'm talking about my mom. So it's like, but nah. I mean, but after that, like really, like you do that just for that temporary moment. That's nothing for your life because at the end of the day, most of the time, that person end up leaving your life later. You don't stay with each other for
Hmm.
real. You know, it was just a
They're gonna
quick
be,
little one night and
you
just to
going
feel
back to
good
the
for that
club
day. You know
next
what I'm
week to
saying?
find somebody else.
Yeah, and I
Hmm.
could have had a whole a wife that I can been with, you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
and that have meaning behind the
Hmm.
situation because it's more to life than just that feel. You know what I'm saying? It's more to life than that's why I be saying that stuff, and that's my saying that I think I put in here on my room. Oh, I don't know, I ain't put it down. I ain't get to put it down. It's too much thing. But I
Hmm.
realized that I rather live good than feel good. That's gonna be my saying that I'm gonna keep
Hmm.
sticking with now because
Hmm.
this is the whole thing. A lot of people just want to feel good and think they can live good through that, and feeling good all the time don't always have you
Good
living a good
consequences
life.
behind
Once
that.
you're
Yeah.
living good, you feel good.
Yeah, once you live good, and
Yeah.
sometimes it don't feel good, but once you live good, yeah, you end up realizing, yeah, that's what it is though. But
Big
that's my saying.
consequences behind that. And then it becomes never enough
Yep.
because you want a better
True.
feeling than that and a
Yep.
better feeling than that.
True. For some
You
people,
know.
Yep.
for some people, yeah. But for
Mm-hmm.
you,
Mhm.
Kev, you've changed the way that you want to live your life out and how and you've done the right things to switch that up, which that's you. But you can't expect everybody else to go the same path that you've gone either, right?
Who said that?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm
Who
just
said I
saying,
wanted
in
somebody? I don't
general.
care about everybody
I'm
else but
just,
myself. Why would
I
I care
know you
about someone?
don't.
Why
I
you
know you
doing this?
don't.
What the
But
heck?
I'm
Who
just
the heck?
saying, I actually respect that you've changed that and you've made that decision for you, right?
Yeah, that's for me at the end of the day,
Yeah.
right?
No,
Because I
because
Yeah,
know
exactly.
yeah, I know my end goal. That's why I don't be caring about what my friends think about. Dude, when
Right.
the last time you over here drove over here, they be making all these jokes and all this stuff. I'm like, dude, y'all just don't know what I'm doing, man. Y'all got time. Y'all still got to grow, man. I'm out that teenage mindset, man. I'm thinking something better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to. I made this when I hit when I hit 32, which that was like, oh no, that's. Hey, I'm over here forgetting my age. But I think when I hit 31, because I'm about to be 33 this year. When I hit 31, I realized how time was flying so fast. I was like, you know what? Why am I still this same person? And time just flying, and I'm still the same person from back then. I said, and then I realized, I'm not about to be that guy talking about where the 304s at 40. That's how I made that promise to myself. I said, I need to start getting myself together now, man. If I know I want me a wife, I got to get myself fully built for the right wife. You know what I'm saying?
And I was just gonna say that you got some guys that don't reach the way you're thinking, Kevin, till they're in their 40s,
Yeah, they don't. And
right?
that's what I
So
learned from.
yeah,
That's why it's
yeah,
all
and,
about being
and
observant of life, not repeating
right.
generational curses and all that stuff. It's all about just
right.
being observant of that and learning
Yeah,
from it.
we used to use a saying here. We say, well, if you haven't learned it by the time you hit 40, you stuck on stupid.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, that I haven't heard that one, but yeah. I
Hmm.
mean, it kind to say it that way, but yeah, it kind of does make sense, right? Because if you're at 40 and you're still
Mm-hmm.
sitting in the garage,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean, playing pool and
Mm-hmm.
stuff, there's something wrong with that picture, and you were doing that when you were 20. There's
Mm-hmm.
something
Right,
wrong with that picture.
right,
There's
right,
Mm-hmm.
something
right.
clearly. You might have got a new pool table, but
Hmm.
you're still in the garage playing pool, right? And
Right.
it doesn't
Right.
work that way, right?
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
It was
That's
that is, and I ain't gonna lie, that is one of the hardest things is being accountability. And once I figured out what that really was and how that played a major role in my life and made me realize I had full control of my situation I'm in, or why I'm in the situation I'm in, and looked at it, it actually opened my eyes, because it's like you get so limited, keep playing that victim mindset type situation. I only did this because of that. I did that, you know what I'm saying? But once you put that pill to the side, that ego pill right there that keep you in that thing that you don't want to blame yourself, and you realize that like it's a whole different type of view, because you realize you got more control than anything. You can't stress about nothing but yourself at the end of the day, if you know what I'm saying. So, but then I choose not to stress over myself. That's what make it easy, you know what I'm saying? Because it's only so long, because I'm like, I made this choice. That's why I tell people that, like, hold yourself accountable even for stuff that you feel like you shouldn't be accountable for. You will have your stuff will be smooth life. Or just look at it that this happened in my life for a reason. Let me go move on. I made this wrong decision. I need to correct it. That's all it is.
That's right. But see, you be like me a couple of times, and I learned a couple of times, but I was grateful at the end. But a couple of times, God had to slow me down.
Yep. Yeah. A lot of us, right?
There's a couple times that he slapped me right in the face, and I had to like just get to my knees and be like, "Okay, I hear you.
Yep.
And then,
I hear you." And you know what? After I did that, it actually it cleared whatever.
You can see things clearer, right?
There you go.
Most definitely. It actually opened up my eyes to stop thinking that negative way, and start to realize. But yeah, no, he had to slap me in the face, man. And I honestly, I got down on my knees and cried.
Right.
Got down on my knees and cried.
Did for me, he hardened the hearts of some people that I thought was closer than family, and hardened their heart, and they ended up, going on about their business. We stopped associating with each other. So so he broke off a couple of people I used to hang out with. We used to call each other brothers. But the Lord broke that thing up.
That bad energy.
Exactly.
And one of them ended up going to jail 3 years later.
Oh my, that's how I be too.
Yeah,
that's what it is. I said that in one of my posts. I said, shoot, if you don't take care early, then your maker will, or God will. At the end of the day, you might not like it the way he take care of it either. That's why you got to catch it early and hold yourself accountable early, because it's gonna happen.
You can only hold yourself accountable.
Nothing about your tears. All he knows is this is what I had to do for you to get your attention.
Right. And that's what reap what you sow look like. That's what I'm trying to tell people. It ain't that karma thing. It's like what you make your path. You know what I'm saying? Even, and then even if something get in the way of what you decide in your path, because like we don't know our truth. Like we could choose our path for what we feel. You know what I'm saying? But it's life whatever is set or aligned with it is gonna happen anyways. Right. We don't control all that.
Path is already
you know what I'm saying? But that's why we just try to live it to the best we can. You know what I'm saying? Even when obstacles get in the way, we try to, grow from it, or learn from it or adapt. You know what I'm saying? That's the three options.
A lot of people don't understand that reap and sow. This is how it was explained to me, and it opened up my eyes. I mean, like a big window. It says that one corn seed can grow a stalk with 5 to 6 ears on it. So imagine that one dirty deed can produce 5 or 6 penalties against you for just doing that one negative deed. And I thought about that thing and said, wow, that's exactly right. So that one seed that I do, and that one dirt that I do, that one negative act I do, can produce a multitude of bad events for me. And I said, wow, yeah, you're right, man. That sow and reap is real. And that's the one law in life that will never change. If you plant a watermelon seed, you're going to get watermelons. If you plant cantaloupe seed, you're going to get cantaloupes. Whatever you invest in is what you're going to get back. Yep. Yes, what you get back. And then the next one he shows me, I think it's, I don't mean to turn into a church service, but he says, do not forget to entertain strangers, because unwittingly you may have just entertained an angel. And I thought about that thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I reflected back on some moments that just didn't seem right, but it felt different. Like somebody walking up to me in line, excuse me, can I get $1 so I can get something to eat?
Right.
And then, first that aggression comes up. Like, man, why are you begging for something?
Right.
Get a job. Da, 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 da. But
Right.
then I got peace over me.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, yeah, man, I can do that. And I went on and got them. And at that time, McDonald's had that 2 for something special with their sandwiches in the morning. So I got them a meal and a soda and something like that. And I said, here, brother. He said, yeah, man, because I got to go to a job interview. Okay, cool, man. I said, here, then take this right here, so you'll have something for later. Then I gave him $10.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what made me feel worse inside was he left out, and then I went to the bathroom, and then I came out, went and got in my truck, and then I looked down. I was in my van. I looked down, and he was in the car next to me. I didn't know where he went. He was in the car next to me. Do you know what he did with one of them sandwiches? Gave it to a child that was sitting in the back seat.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Wow.
it kind of messed me up. One, I was thinking wrong and I was thinking negatively about this person.
Right.
2, I was grateful that I yielded and helped him out. But then the other thing that dawned on me was you got to be very cautious if someone is asking you help to get something to eat, because when you are hungry to the point that you are desperate to eat something, that person is more dangerous than somebody that wants some drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Because the desire to survive, he will go steal something, rob something to get some money just to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, wow.
That's how I look at things. That's why I be trying to be more forgiving, because everybody do anything off survival.
That's right, brother. And that's what I had to do. And I really felt bad about that thing. I was glad I helped him, but I felt bad what I was thinking and what I was leading towards. But because I shouldn't have instinctively went that way. I should be able to understand that if someone is coming up to you and doing that, I can understand the guy in front of the store. You got some spare change. Okay, I got a remedy for that too. No, I ain't got no spare change. I'll go into the 7-Eleven or something. I'll bring a hot dog out here, bro. I got you this hot dog, and here's this water. So you could do with that. Hope you can deal with that. And okay, I did that. And if they ate it, they ate it. If they didn't, they'll wish they had eaten it when they really get hungry.
Right.
I'm not going to give you something to spend on your own, because I do believe in the next scripture here I learned when I was young: if you don't work, you don't eat.
Right.
A lot of people don't know God said that, but he did.
That's true, though. That's true. That's why I say we meant to work. That's why I say we meant to work, because that's the only way we can survive is eat. You know what I'm saying? We can't just think food is going to fly in our lap while we sit back. That's the reason why it's like that now. Because imagine because so many people that's lazy, that don't want to do nothing, that just want to get stuff handed to them and all that stuff. That's why, that's why people in a predicament. That's why we don't want to work harder. That's why bosses is bosses and workers are workers. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't got that same mentality. It's actually people that want to put in work, or willing to put in more to do work, and then because a lot of us got laziness in us sometimes, but we got to actually fight it. You know what I'm saying, and put in to get to where we got to go to.
Because the order was put in the early day. What did he tell Adam? You will work by the sweat of your brow. So yeah, bro, working is essential to survive.
Yeah, it is. Exactly.
It is, yeah.
Ain't no lazy way to anything. You got to put in work for everything, but all of us want to find a fast route to everything.
That's right.
It should be crazy.
That's right.
And then I wanted to go back to what you was talking about, the angel thing, about giving something. But it also says, too, that, that's one of the main things, which is in the New Testament, as in it say, love your neighbor. Love your neighbor as you love your...
That's right.
Basically, love neighbor, love God, and you're supposed to love your enemy, too. So that's what makes us different from everybody else, because it's supposed to be in our nature just to love everybody. Even if they treat us wrong, you still love them. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold nothing against them and all that stuff.
Right. And that's why I said earlier, spiritually, I'm mandated to forgive. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
because I have to be expected to. What does he say? If I forgive you, then the Lord will forgive me.
Right, exactly.
You
I,
know,
under,
I
I
got
can
to do
understand
it.
that too.
I got to do it from the heart. I can't just
Yep.
say the words and let it be done. No, you got to
No.
mean that thing in the
So the
heart.
actions, yep, the actions, the way
Mm-hmm.
you
The
Right.
move. Notice it
actions.
ain't just the words.
Yep.
Right.
That's why
So
actions speak louder than words.
you have a run in with one of your cousins, and they still bringing up that incident at Thanksgiving dinner. Then he never forgave you.
Right, they did.
So,
Like,
Right?
dude, you gonna let it go?
Right?
right.
I
Now
get
that's
this.
one
I
thing I
get
need to
this.
work on though. Which I don't know. I haven't been bad. I mean, I haven't just lately though. But sometimes I do get triggered. Like, dog, I'm like, how
Mhm.
you still bringing this old stuff back? Like, it's like they trying to get you. But that's something that I gotta. I will
Because
have
some
to. I mean,
people
I
can't
haven't been
forget
doing
the
that lately though. But
past,
I
though.
do be like, because I think that's one of my pet peeves is I think one of them is ungratefulness when I do
Mhm.
like when I give it and up. I don't know. I never tested though since I've been uh new and improved.
Walking
Sorry,
that
no, I'm
new
talking
walk.
to but I just never
Mhm.
liked that ungratefulness, and I never liked it. A person that's still mad for what? Like, why are you
Mhm.
still? I'm like, dog, chill. Why are you?
Mhm.
And that bring that because it's that energy. That energy actually do kind of reflect to you and stuff. Like when a person is in a bad
Mm-hmm.
mood, but that's just
Mhm.
something you really got to fight though. Because that's another way of saying that another person is controlling your mood, and another person shouldn't control your mood and stuff.
Exactly.
Well,
But
some
that's just
people
the
just
human in
feed
me.
off of
I
negative
mean,
energy, though.
I have this one friend, and he does that. He always brings up shit from like last year or 2 years ago, and it's
Mm.
like, why are you bringing that up for? That happened
Mm.
that year. Like, okay, just
Yeah.
get in, and just let's go. Like, why are you bringing up stuff from like? Yeah,
Mm.
I don't like that
Yeah, I'm starting
because the
to.
past is the
I think I
past.
am starting to. Yeah, I'm starting to look kind of figure that because I realize that it's just that. Like I said, that's one sign how you know that. How do you know how forgiveness looking? It's obvious that some people don't, and that's why I just
It's
be like,
his
well, you'll be
actions.
all right or something like that. I just try to adjust it now. The more I be working on myself, but that's something that, like I said, all that stuff got to work on every day. You know what I'm saying? It don't just stop, and you just
Mhm.
don't get
Mhm.
comfortable, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, this don't affect me. Nah, you gotta literally do that every day. It's till it becomes kind of easier and stuff to be positive or look at stuff in it's really a
Let
habit.
me
You just building a habit. It's like you build a habit for negative, you can build a habit for positive. It go both ways.
let
Do
me
you know
ask
you
you
get
this
those
question though. When was the last time that you can remember that somebody did something wrong to you that it hurt you,
Oh,
and
I
did that
can. Last
person
summer.
apologize for it?
Nope.
Mm.
Hmm. I can't even.
I can. Last summer.
I can remember it's something that happened recently, but
Mm.
that happened to my family. It wasn't me though, but it
Oh,
it's
God.
slowly dying to not affect me though. I think the reason why I can't remember the other stuff, I would say maybe my ex, but it's like I don't it's not it don't hurt for real to really talk about. That's why I'm trying to think of something when I was affected, but it just don't affect me now because now that I got
I
my
mean,
mind changed,
I've let it
and I
go.
wouldn't be the person I am if it wasn't for that happening and stuff.
Well,
So,
that's
and I
good.
don't
That's
regret.
good.
Huh?
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
don't
good.
regret my past
Yeah.
at all.
Hmm. That's good. Yeah.
That's how I
So
try
that
to get
I
people to
means
mean, the
look
thing
at
that
is that
stuff, man.
when
that
somebody
you don't have
hurts
a
you,
problem in forgiving nobody. Then
Nope,
you've
I don't.
already been living in
Yeah,
forgiveness.
and this only happened because of my way. Like I said, I did a big change in my life, and I've been focusing, and I'm still trying to change
Hmm.
daily. I've been focusing on that. That's why I decided to be a motivational speaker now, like about my content and stuff, or whatever, and bring
Hmm.
awareness and help people. With a lot of stuff. That's why I talk about these topics and stuff. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's something I've been working on since like a year ago, or was it it might have been a year ago, or it might have been 2 years ago.
Hmm.
Tell you, time is flying. Oh my, it's about to be 2 years. That's what
Hmm.
it is. It's about to be 2 years in August. That's when I made a change in my life because I listened to this audio book. That's what changed my life. Is this audio book? Because I wanted to listen to so much motivational stuff because I knew I probably was going through something. I just never knew
Hmm.
what it was. I just didn't want to. But I listened to this audiobook called Atomic Habits, and that's what changed my life real big.
Hmm.
Because I'm like, they made me realize that I have full control of my life. It made me realize that everything is done is a habit, and whatever I want to be, I can focus on being and stuff. And just because my culture did it, I don't mean I have to do it. And I can become my own person. This genetic stuff, people be somebody that's in the genes and stuff. I'm like, no, I don't have to be like what my parents is. It's like it made me realize a lot of stuff, and it just take a lot of work and being focused. And that's why I say it's good ego and it's bad ego. I use my ego to tell myself that I'm not about to be this. You know what I'm saying?
Right
I'm
on.
not. I'm better than this. If I do this, I'm weak. I can control this. I don't like stuff chaining me and saying that I'm this because of that or whatever. I don't want to be just like that's why I gave up. I keep saying gave up, but that's why I'm waiting on sex till marriage, because I didn't want that chain on me. Like, dang, I got a fiend for some punani or something like that. Or I got a fiend for. I never had smoke before, so I ain't had to do that. I wasn't that bad at drinking, but I did give up hard liquor. I don't drink hard liquors no more. A beer. I ain't did a beer in so long, but maybe wine. I do wine every now and then. But I just gave the hard liquor because that was no purpose. Like, why do I got to get that drunk for what? You know what I'm saying? I don't need hard liquor for
That's
what.
true.
So, a lot of stuff I never wanted a chain on me. That's what I use my ego on. Like, I didn't even like owing money back. I pay if I if I got borrowed some money, I'm giving it right back instantly because I don't like that chain on me. I don't like that somebody got something on me and stuff. So that's why I use that ego in that way I used it in a good way now to better my life, to not have no change towards anything, or to not say that somebody else got control of my life or my emotions and all that. So.
I love that for you, Kev. Those are positive changes that you've made for your life, right? For you.
Yep.
And that's in the direction that
Because
you want to
nobody
go.
else is gonna do it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Nope,
Yeah, and that's a good
exactly,
approach. That's a
exactly.
real good approach, because a lot of people get in their own mental bondage because they don't think they got a way out.
Mm-hmm.
True.
They don't think they can get
They
out of
get
the
stuck.
habit. They don't think they don't think they can look at their phone ringing and they gotta answer Ray Ray's call. You know, they don't think that they can turn down that call that the baby mama's calling and want you to come over. Because sometimes, like you said before, we do things, out of habit. Because we're creatures of, habit. And I believe a lot of times we do things because we're comfortable. You got to a certain point of your life to where you got tired of being comfortable. You wanted to do something different. You wanted to be something different. And when you made that change, that mental change, that's when you were able to move. A lot of people cannot get out of the footsteps of where they're standing because they just are comfortable there.
In their habits. And
You know
what
what?
people have
That's
to what
another
people have
main
to
thing
remember
is.
too is that sorry, Kev. What people have to remember too is that habits can be changed.
They can.
Characteristics can't.
That's
A
where
habit,
you go.
yeah.
There you
A
go.
characteristic can't change. Like I can't change the color of my eyes, but I can change if I want to stop smoking.
That's right.
Because smoking's a habit, right? And people
You
don't
said,
realize
well,
that
you
they can
said
change.
characteristics can't change.
Well, not your character,
Not your
things.
all the, I
Well,
mean,
you know how you said you get it from your parents. Okay, like you know how you get, people say, "Oh, I get my anger,
genetics.
or I get my," but I'm saying genetics. Sorry, am I using the wrong
Yeah,
word?
there's certain things in us
Okay,
that's
so I'm using the wrong word then, Kev.
like our DNA structure is. You gotta.
Yeah,
Right.
your
It's
blood
what
type
You
can't
can't
makes
just
us like
change
change or
it.
that.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff like
That's what I mean. Sorry.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
habits can be
But I be
but
hearing
habits
people
can be
saying stuff
changed.
like that. I got my ways from my parents. That's something I actually talked to my mom about recently. Like, I'm only this way because my mom
Yes.
used to be this way and all that stuff.
Well,
I'm like,
to some extent, that can be true, but that doesn't mean you have
Right.
to live that way.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right. Like
Because
I used to get my attitude from my mom.
you.
right,
Or
right.
And look,
I
I
get my
figured this out
swearing.
too, though. I figured this
I get my
out.
swearing from
It's
my
not.
mom.
It's not a DNA thing. It's just because of just like how okay, like we was talking about. I think it was yesterday. What's the first thing kids learn from? Is visual. Is what you see or something like that. So basically, it's like
Right.
they imitating their parents and stuff. And then what happens is, and I was talking to my mom about that too. Is like I said that what it is people try to validate because it's like an image or something like that. Oh, you look like your daddy. I mean, you that face you made look like your daddy or something like that. So it's like really like it was some normal things that people do, but they used just like that and all that stuff. So we put everything that we just remember from another thing, and we just feel like that our child get it from that way or something like that. But I don't think that it works like that. It's just like basically like it's the teachings or the way you talk and stuff. So your child
What?
get your talking swag and all that stuff, or you know what I'm saying? Because you realize that if you adapt, it's adaptation. Like humans adapt. That's what it is. Cause like just like
Well, not really, brother, because see now there's another scripture that says the tree will reproduce after itself.
what?
So you can get like you can look at one of your kids and you can see yourself and your child.
Right.
You know, so yeah, so like I say, and that thing is real. Like I say, yeah, he says the tree will reproduce after itself. So yeah, that's why we got to be careful of who we made up with, hoping that we don't share and reproducing something in that person that we met that we don't want in our child. You know, this person when she get mad, she throws stuff and you know, you end up having a child the same way. You know, where you get that anger from? You get that anger from your mother. Oh man, what in the world? You know, so no, there's
But that's because the child's seen it, not that the child actually has that anger in them. The child's seen the mother.
I think the only reason why I just can't, the only reason why me myself, because it's be like that sometimes, but the only reason why I probably just don't agree because I don't act nowhere like neither one of my parents because I've did the work to change from being like them, and I'm just saying it shows that all of us really have a mind of our own and we really can be something different. I do believe genetics can play as in like our height or our physical appearance, you know, but that's just like I'm put it this way. It kind of when I see that when I hear like stuff like that, it just remind me like how the people that believe in signs and stuff or whatever. Like I don't think no stars make your personality. I think you create your own personality.
No, they don't. Now I would say that when you were younger, you probably mirrored one of the two in image or in profile or something like that. So no, you had it in you. Like right now, if we had a picture of your mom and dad and put it up against your face, we all could pick which one you look a little alike.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's something that you can't. Yeah, that's something that comes from that. Yeah,
but it shares the same way in the DNA profile of our emotions also. So you can actually see a child's actions in that parent.
yeah. It's a validation thing. I feel like that's a validation thing. That's what it is because especially if you're so used to looking at either you in the mirror or you looking at say if you're looking at your wife or something like that. Of course, you're gonna see a facial expression or something like that and be like, dang, that's something your mama face you always make or something like. I don't know how to explain it, but I just something I think I've kind of figured out in that situation why we do that because there's a lot of stuff we grew up hearing that too. You do that because of that, or you act that way, or just like okay, what about? It's another thing I noticed like, oh, you got your height from your uncle or something like that because they realized that I got taller than my dad or whatever.
Okay.
So they said that my height came from my uncle. So it's like always got to be something to validate a person to make them. It's weird because I think it's just something that we just do to us because we want to be right about certain things. So we just be like, oh, this only happened because of that. You that way or something like that. Not knowing that each of our lives, we accountable for all of our actions and stuff. All of our stuff is really our choices or it's something that we seen or the groups that we done hanged around with make us adapt to it. Huh?
How about this? If you can look at it this way. Okay. So let's say that because you come from your mom and your dad and you have gotten your physical features and including your physical features, there's going to be certain mental DNAs that have been put into you also. Now, you could be like that person, but life can make you better or worse. There could be different things that can amplify the good in you. There could be different things in our life that can amplify the bad in you. But you get your start. What kicks you off in life is going to be the profile of who you came from.
Right. Yeah.
Because You didn't just pop up out the air. You didn't just whisk by two molecules slamming together and you just formed up. No, you came from the physical chemistry of man meets woman. So and you incubated inside your mother. You don't believe that you got any type of emotional characteristics from your mother laying in her for 9 months?
No, I catch myself biting my tongue like my mom.
What about this then? Because I don't know how this works. It's weird. I don't know how it works because I can get to a certain extent though. I don't know. But I would think about a child. Say if a child, they parents gave him up to foster, right? I just can't picture that the child gonna have still the parents' ways after they done got brought up by a whole nother set of parents. I feel like they gonna start being more like their parents. You know what I'm saying? They gonna start to be in the wake because humans adapt. You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily their ways though, Kev, but they will notice that if ever they met their parent like 20 years down the road, they're gonna notice that the way they hold their fork maybe, or the way they eat, or the way they separate certain things like that.
That's a validation thing again, because that's what people gonna purposely try to look for. Like, oh, that dude, you did boo boo just like me, or so. I don't know. It's just something that people that we just do because we want to. I don't know, but I don't know how to explain it, but it's something that we gonna look at to pay attention because it's a reflection in our mind that remind us of what it looked like on somebody else. But really, a lot of this stuff is regular human stuff that we do, but it just looked like it because we look just like our parent or something like that. So when we see our parents make this little smirk or something like that, oh man, you look just like you look like them when you smirk or something like that. But that was gonna naturally be like that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about when it comes to ways, this is just different because I don't think that every child act just like they. I mean, I don't know.
Some parts of them. So you don't have any kids right now?
No, I don't have no kids. No.
Okay, you'll see it when you have your first child.
Right. Like I was at dinner with my daughter last night.
I feel you on that, but the way I got my mind set up, I already figured that out. But yeah, I feel you on that though, because y'all can't see me going against what I already figured. I ain't gonna say I figured it out, but I'm just saying that.
And your child says, "I don't like that," and you'll say, "I didn't like carrots either when I was little."
Right.
Okay, I can get you. Look, I can get you like stuff like that. I can understand stuff like that, like being allergic to something because your parents was allergic to something. Okay, that could be DNA, right? I don't like a food, of course. Yeah, that too. But I'm talking about actions. When it comes to actions, I think everybody's accountable for their own actions, or is that something they're adapted to? Whoever you hang around is who chooses your actions.
But your actions are your characteristics, right?
Yeah, it is. That's right.
So that means you're getting your characteristics from your parents. Some of your actions are going to mirror your parent.
Exactly.
Not to the T, but it's going to mirror your parent. Kevin, you know how many times I catch myself doing little things and it's like, wow, my mom does that all the time.
There you go.
That's a valid. That's weird. I swear it's weird. It's weird. I don't know how I can explain this.
I get what you're saying.
I don't know how I can explain this though, but it's just like a reason why I'm only standing kind of 10 toes on my situation because I literally do not act like neither one of my dad or my mother.
But I bet you your family would tell you different.
But
exactly,
they are going to say that because it's a validation thing. Because they did nothing but see my father all the time, or they did nothing but see my mother all the time. But I really do act different, huh?
Who'd you get your bad eyesight from?
That's a DNA thing. Now that's something different, right? But you talk about that's what got to do with genetics. But I'm talking about actions, like or personality, right? So a lot of times we mix personalities with genetic type. Genetic and personality, that's not the same thing. You know, I got a whole different.
I can't really talk on it because I don't know genetics.
Let me ask you this question: which one of your parents is analytical, your mom or your dad? Which one of them analyzes things and processes things through thought?
It'd probably be more my father then.
Okay,
you got that from your dad.
And we can play.
Yeah, but
we can play the last 15 minutes back. You will hear your dad coming out of you.
Exactly.
Because you're analytical.
That's a
Exactly.
that's too
point,
funny
brother.
because
Good point,
it is a
brother.
valid. That's the reason why I'm saying that's funny because that's a valid. That is it's a validating thing. Y'all don't realize what I'm saying right now, but this is like, of course, that's gonna be said because it's gonna reflect. Because after you see me, right, and if I look like my dad or my way or I got certain ways that because I'm pretty sure I got some stuff from my father or something, like different ways he talk and stuff, but that's what I learned from him talking or his actions I seen got presented to me, so I imitating a little bit his, like, because our character we is today, right?
Creation, though. You can't say that you're your own creation because you
No,
aren't.
no. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that. I'm gonna put it this way: if I was a foster, right? If I was in foster, right, and I learned the ways of my foster parents, right, and then if I come to my other, I'm gonna adapt to my new parents. I'm not gonna have none of the ways that my original parents have.
No,
that's what I'm trying to
not
get
true.
to.
But check this out.
That is 100% true. We are humans. We adapt. Just like when we talk a certain way, when we go to New York, if I go to New York, I'm gonna have an accent if I be there for too long. That's how that works. Humans
You're gonna pick up
adapt.
that accent. I get what you're saying. You're gonna pick up the accent.
No, we
But,
pick up
okay,
all
if you're-
type of stuff.
okay,
We
for
pick up
instance,
ways. We pick up
if I'm a
swaggers. All
foster
this stuff comes from somebody.
Think
If
about
I'm
it.
a foster child and my foster parents don't like music and I pick up a guitar and I could play the shit out of it, and then 20 years down the line I find out my father's this jazz player,
And that's what drew
then
you
where do
to
you
the
think
love of
like,
music.
yeah, my
Bro,
love
that's
of music
another
came from
validation
him.
thing. That's what I'm saying. All humans do everything, though. That's like saying, what if somebody tricked you and then said it was your cousin played it? They gonna be like, your cousin did play the.
Well,
It's
how
a
about
it's a validation thing. Or somebody in the
Yeah, you
family
get your
did do it though.
DNA from your parents though. So you're
how
gonna
about
have
how
some
about
things
this?
from them.
If you got your foster parent, right?
Right.
Guess one thing that you're not going to have from your foster parent.
The blood, the genetics,
No. Your personality.
Right.
Right, and I'm
Your-
not. That's what I
That's
mean. The
from your
personality.
DNA.
And
Yes,
that's what
exactly.
you get from your parents. So
No,
between
the
the two of
personality.
them made your personality. A
Your
mixture of the
DNA
two of
makes
them.
you.
Right.
So you're gonna have
No,
some of their personality no matter
I
what,
was just
because
about
you
to
got
say. No,
their
you was
blood.
going. That's what's going to create your personality. Is the stuff that you learn from your
No, it's
foster
not.
parents, right?
No, it's
And
not.
some of the people that
What
you
you
hang with.
learn, Kevin, what you have inside your body is
We
two
are
totally different
born.
things. I could learn how to paint, but I'm not gonna like it because it's not in me,
We are born
right?
with a computer chip in our brain for certain things, and it's going to come out when it's time to as we get older. But we have the capacity of learning new
Different
things.
things, right?
But we are pre-programmed to act a certain way when we're born because of the mixture of the two individuals that contributed to making us. That
Right.
sperm and that egg. And then laying in your mother for 9 months and hearing everything through her stomach, you're learning even in her stomach by everything you hear on the outside of her stomach.
Okay, what about this one, Kev? Okay, so when you're born, right, you're just an infant. You don't know anything. You don't see anything from your parents or anything like that. How many times have you heard, "Oh, he's such a good sleeper. Oh, she's such a good sleeper. Oh, yeah, she got that from her dad when her dad was like that
I
when he
hear
was a
that all the
baby."
time. That's why my mind
Yeah.
kind of sifts on it.
That
I hear
baby
that too
hasn't seen
much,
how
but
to
I had to
sleep.
figure it out. I had to figure it out myself because it's a lot of conspiracy type things to me. That's what that is to me a little bit though. That's why I kind of grew out the science stuff. That's why I grew out because when I realized that I got full control of my life, or I realized that I can choose my identity, right? Or whatever, because I can, if I wanted to become a hippie, right, I can actually change my life in the way I'm in my ways if I wanted to. Because like I said, everything is habits. Everything it literally is something you can make yourself. Because you got that. I'm gonna put it this way: you have that one child that don't act nowhere like you, right? And that be just you call them like, oh, what they got? They call, okay. What about black sheets that's in the family, right? They act nowhere like the family and all that stuff, but that's why they look. That's why they different because they don't act the same way as the family. So it's like I don't know how to explain this.
But
Though.
just
It's
because I
weird,
don't
though.
act like my family doesn't mean like I don't have my mom and dad's
That's
actions.
a DNA.
Hey, action, but it's human. It's called human actions. At the end of the day, we keep trying to put the label and make our parents the fault of why we act a certain way. I just can't do that. I'm big on. That's how much I'm big on accountability because it's like I can't say that I act a certain way or I got an attitude problem because of my parent or something like that. Or because I used to do that. I was wondering like, why do I got anger issues? It must be that. But at the end of the day, I'm the one that's still choosing to do that, and I can choose how to get out of that. I can choose, all that stuff. I can make that choice, but as long as we got something, huh?
At a certain age, you can, but before you get to awareness, you're just acting out of reflexes of what you know, of who you know to be.
Yep, of what you got presented in your life, right? Because if you seen your father always being abusive to your, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, then that's what you're going to see, and that's how you're going to end up becoming. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of that stuff, yes, it do come from the parent, but it's off of their actions. It don't be just because it was internally in them, because we got to build our own character. It's just what we see.
Now, you just mentioned something. You mentioned two things. Prior to this, you said you used to wonder why you used to get anger issues, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I seen my parents do it.
Okay, there you go. Now, follow me on this footsteps. Imagine if you had already been married, and now you hitting hard times with a wife, and you got a child, and you still in these anger issue roller coaster episodes. You don't see yourself, but you could have very well reacted the same way your father reacted, and been creating another domestic environment because of your inherited anger issue.
Yeah, because exactly. But that's because that's what you got brought up.
What you're supposed to do. It's just what you instinctively reacted to what was programmed in you. But once you came to awareness, you learn how to thereafter control it and push it out of you, and that was a good thing. So now you're gonna be the best of who you can be for a wife, and you're gonna be the best dad ever for a child. But I hope I am still associated with you when you had that child, because I want you to admit to me right at that moment, Mark, you know what? I stole my child.
I'm not.
And he did the same thing.
He will.
This is the time I'm being stubborn. It's like, but I got a good one for you now. I'm glad you said that, though. Look, I'm glad you said that. So now I'm about to use this now. So I'm glad you said. So now we back on the actions again, right? So I like that. So now say if it was this, if my father and that was that way, did this was and tells my mother and all that stuff, and I seen that. I mean, no, I'm not gonna say I didn't see it. They was doing it and I didn't see it, and then I had to foster people, right? I'm not gonna become a beater because he was. I'm gonna adapt to what my foster parents did. That's what I'm trying to get to. Because they brought me up a certain way. They was always the ones like, hey, do this, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be a hey, do this type person. I'm not going to automatically just because my parents did it. And then I'm going to be like, oh, all of a sudden a power going to come out of her. I feel like whooping you up. I don't know. I don't think it works like that.
I get what you're saying too, because there's a lot of
it's really adapted to what you see or what you grow around.
See their parents go through the DV situation, and the boys grow up to be men who refuse to do that to any women, and they think it's completely wrong, and they're advocates for it, even though they grew up seeing their father do it their whole life. So there are exceptions to the rule, Kev. There are.
Because we always blame habits on our. That's what I'm saying. We blame our personal stuff on something else besides ourselves.
That comes down to right or wrong. That comes down to right or wrong too.
Right, and I'm not saying to put the actions on hereditary situations, but I'm just saying that the recipe came from somebody.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
You have the choice when you
get to a certain extent.
Change that.
The foster parents can give you an exposure to where you can experience life. And then what about the foster kids that were raised in a silver spoon mouth household and they still did wrong?
Right. Yeah, that's possible. But I don't know if I want to blame it on the parents, because everybody do wrong in general. Like, you know what you did wrong because of them? So, like, what the heck? Right.
I mean, like my father.
At the end of the day, everybody likes to put blame on it.
That's what I'm trying. That's my whole point of reason why I'm making this debate right now, because I don't want people. Like I said, I'm so big on accountability. I believe that we really can change from whatever our parents was. We could change from whatever our heritage was. We could change from whatever these signs be telling we are. Like, I'll be really saying, because I've done it myself. That's the reason why I'm saying that. Because I don't like all these ways that I thought was tied to me. Oh, dang, my mom did that. Like, oh, my dad is like that. I'm gotta be like this. No, I'm like, no, I'm about to be all the way different. I use my ego to make sure I don't be that way. Because otherwise, everything is just it's human stuff. People get mad. This really stuff, but we always want to blame our regular human things on something else that's regular. You know what I'm saying?
So, Kev, there's nothing that you want from your parents. Like you can't say, oh, I got them. Like if your mom was the best baker in the world and you were a good baker, you won't want to say that, oh, I got my baking from my mom. Let's go positive with it.
But that's what I'm saying. We giving people's other stuff that we probably done learned on our own. Like, why would we give? I got these skills, my mama have it. That's crazy. No, I put in this work, and she probably never did have that skills. You know what I'm saying?
But can we look at it positively, though? Can you look at it as a secret to life, as a secret lesson to life, to say, wow, I'm like this, but you know what? I like it, but I don't want to be that extreme with that. It's good to know where you come from, though, because you can be where you are now, correct or wrong. You don't want you didn't like that anger inside you, so you corrected it. So that's cool. But look what you identified it with. You took it back to your dad.
Right.
So it's good to
where
know
you got it from.
Who has what, then be able to make that change and that correct with it. So it's not a bad thing.
I think, when I was mentioning that earlier about with the grudge thing, I said I learned that from my dad, but I ain't said that was inherited from my dad. I said I learned it because he had seen how he do with his people was in his family and stuff and all that stuff. And I just, I got taught that if, people mess with people, do this to you, you know what I'm saying? That's how I would, but that was something I got taught. But if I got taught something different from a foster parent, right, I don't think I'd be that same way. I don't think I had to learn any, I wouldn't, it's different. It's all about teaching.
Well, how about this? You saw the footsteps of your dad, but he always had that mindset, and he passed that mindset on through his seed, which helped to make you.
I think we create our own mindsets, but so I'm gonna put it this way. Let's go far back then. So who is the originator of the mindset? So we might as well go back to Adam in a minute, and we're gonna be like, hey, he the one, the reason why I think like this, because somebody had to start before them that gave them that mindset. Because according to that theory that we're using right now, because our parents make our stuff, that means their parents made that, and their parents made that, and their parents. So whoever way before that in the beginning was probably the same way, but I highly doubt that they act like how we act today. I highly doubt it.
No, when you put it in perspective of what happened in the garden, they first were made right off the back. They had free will, and see the way God has it structured. The reason why they had free will is so they could honor his word and his rules by free will. There, you have love. Whereas if you have somebody that is only doing it because they're afraid of you, they're doing it because they fear you. But because the Lord wanted to have a loving relationship with them, He gave them free will. So now when they did what they did, they ended up taking on something that they had never experienced before, sin.
Right.
Okay, so then sin came over them because they went against God. And guess what that sin did? It went from them and went right to one of their kids, who later killed his brother.
Oh yeah, Cain and Abel.
You think Cain just woke up and say, I want to do this on my own? No, it was something it was a rebuking spirit that was inside of him, that something triggered him, and he saw resentment in his brother, and he launched out and attacked his brother. So, right.
So all of us got the genetics of sin. Then, if we go in that case, all of us got that. So we are all brothers and sisters, I guess.
but the sin from the mother and the father went through them, and parts of it landed into that child. And so they just ended up, okay, fine. So then history continues on, so Cain had babies, and then, part of him went on, and so here we are. Okay. So it's not a bad thing. I know there's certain things that we don't want to be associated with our parents, but the realization is you come from something and you were remade, and I bet you got a birthmark on your body somewhere that your mom or your dad even shares.
Now that's another physical. That's another thing that's possible. I get you on that though. Yeah. When it comes to stuff like that, like growth and moles and birthmarks, yeah, that's something that's valid in genetics right there. But when it comes to personality, I just never want to tie a personality or something to something, because I feel like everybody need to be accountable for their ways and shouldn't have to blame it on anybody else, because we all human.
I was just
and we can make a new ways, because I could my child I could be like, my child got that from me, but my child might not come out like me. You know what I'm saying? As much as I probably wanted to.
Saying, it skips a generation. Like I've heard that.
Here we go. That's why I say even stuff like that's why I'm gonna be feel like that stuff legit. Stuff be skipping and all this stuff. It's crazy.
Like that.
Shit be skipping.
It sounds like a flaw in there when we talk like that. Like, oh, that you skip. You know, that's why you're not acting like them right now, because you acting like your grandpapa. And they're like, what the fuck? What was it? So when they're working on favor, we want to say something else.
Right. No, but that happens.
You got your height from your great aunt.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean about why we try to validate stuff. Like, okay, you're not as tall as him, so I know you the father. You're not as tall as the father, so this had to came from grandpa. That's who it was. You know what I'm saying? That's what we try to do. We try to tie it into something, because we don't want to own up and say that everybody different.
Because you want to know. You want to know who are you similar to. Now, there's something that just came to my mind when you were talking, and I'm going to ask you this question: which one of your parents is firm in their convictions? Which one, when they got a point of view about something, and you're not going to tear them away from that point of view?
Both. I think people in this world be like that too. That's the stubborn mindset. That's what that becomes, though.
Introduce yourself to yourself.
I think every human is capable of that. Until they decide they want to get out of it. Because sometimes some people, I mean, and even my parents today, like, just because I've been so much a major change in my life, I be talking to them about certain stuff and little stuff that they crack on and stuff, because it's stuff I've been observing. And I just talk to them about. Of course, I get a lot of pushback because they're like, I made you. Ain't no way you can be. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But still, you know, that at the end of the day, they be seeing that I'll see some stuff that they probably didn't see. You know what I'm saying? And I look at stuff. I see the same generational thing going and stuff that they never took the time to, you know. So it's obvious that, you know, I must have had to do something to open them up on something. That's why I'm creating and all that stuff. You know, maybe, you know, so everybody playing their own role in life anyways, in general and stuff.
I'm going to push your brain in overload now, because I'm about to introduce something to you that's really going to mess you up. Now, I'll tell you this. I've been beating up on your mom and dad about similarities in you, but guess what?
Here we go.
One of your grandparents is your twin.
What? Hold on. Now, you took me for a loop on that one. I wasn't expecting
that. It's possible, though. It's possible for sure.
His paternal or his maternal grandparents is his twin. One of them. He either acts like one of his grandfathers, he either acts like one of his grandmothers, but his primary personality could come from one of his grandparents.
True, because I know I act like my grandpa a lot.
There you go. And where you think you get that from? Not by being around him, but through the DNA.
Right.
See, like, to a certain extent, I could put it this way. This is what we can get from some type of genetics. I could say the way the brain works, just because that's a genetic type thing, because everybody's brain is built different.
Starting out.
So I can see that. I can see that, the way the brain works, but that's when the butt come in, right? See, and I did the butt in there, though. So I could get that. So the way of thinking could came from somebody else. It could have came from somebody. But the way I choose to think is something I had to build within myself. So I can say that, though. But then again,
you got older, it just got more and more amplified.
Exactly. And you made your own choices.
Like your work ethics. Your work ethics came from one of your parents or your grandparents.
100%. My work ethic comes from my dad.
That's what my
100%.
I used to say that too though. It's in the blood. That's the reason why I work this heavy. That's why I probably get it. Say I get that from my mother though, but the way she think about it is different. I don't get that from her, but maybe I used to say I used to be cheap because my grandma or something like stuff like but the reason why I just don't want to ever be put on it because I feel like everybody got their own stuff and somebody in our family act like us. I'm put it this way, or somebody in this world act like us. You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to say that we all have our own personalities, and we do, and we all think
we do have our own personalities, but ways itself is a human. I'm gonna put it this way: ways itself is just a human thing. I'm gonna put it that way. We just try to figure out who is the closest to our ways, so we try to validate it within our family to be like, oh, that's where you got it from. But I don't know about that. That's where you got it from type thing because we all human. We all can do certain ways. We all
about identifying where we can get certain habits is to seeing the outcome in that person that you may have got something from. Right. What can I expect if I work like this? Wow, granddad had this, had that, and he always did that. Wow, so that's all right. Maybe I can keep working like that and I can do that. And you pretty much will. But it's good to know where you get certain things from, to get an insight on what you can be or what you don't want to be in life.
Look how many of these websites you can get DNA tests.
Hey, I'm glad I didn't because this actually made me become a better person, not digging too deep into because I don't want to have, like I said, I'm big on not holding no ties on what I've done in my life. I don't want to do it. I mean, it's like I said, I'm thankful for a different thing, but I'm just meaning as in just we could say for positive and a negative part because I don't even want to have a tie of why I'm doing something negative to you and be like, oh, I'm gonna do that because that go back to like the victim mindset type thing. Like I only did it because the way my parents think like that's the reason why I did that, or I'm only this way because of that. That's why I don't want to look into I got this from somebody else because I like I said, I'm so big on accountability, which I'm gonna keep going back to that. I'm just so big on it. I'd rather not look back at where I get these ways from.
But to see how that attitude affected somebody's life is more motivation to not want to do that though. All because he used to have that attitude and he couldn't keep a job because he was always mouthing off at work and getting fired, mouthing off and getting fired. Yeah, now that's a good thing to see and know because you're like, wow, it's okay. So I don't want to be like that, So no, I'm not saying where you got to use it as a crutch. It's just good to get an insight on where did your puzzle of life start from? What made you? How was I made up? Yeah, exactly. What makes me the way I am?
I think I talked about this before too, because it's like I always just been the type on like, because I put this in the post before too about I don't be so big on because I know a lot of people is like interested in looking at history and all this stuff or whatever, but it only get you so far. And I say when you do look at history, it's all about what you do or what you learn from it and all that stuff. So I just never been big on trying to look at stuff because I'm trying to create my new one. So it's like if I spend most of my time trying to learn what was in my history or my heritage and all that stuff, I would never have the time to create a new one. You know what I'm saying? I would never, because I'd be so focused on living most of my life trying to figure out what did my ancestors do, what it is and all that, why this way is like that, when I can create something new. You know what I'm saying? That's just the only reason why I just don't be so focused on it. I don't even like watching the news. I don't like, because I'm just trying to create my own path. That's all it is, for real.
I know, but okay, for me, there's so many websites that you can go on now and get your DNA test, your this, your that, whatever. And didn't you tell me in one of your lives one time when you were saying, like, don't come back unless you get that, tell me that you're 100% Italian?
Yeah, because like I said,
so that's
on that,
my history.
Yeah, I said that because I don't want people having ties to stuff when we can create something new of our own. And the reason why I told you that is because I believe by now everybody is mixed by now. That's the reason why I said that, because everybody think they 100% of whatever he is with this little war that we in. Like, oh, you this way and this, I'm this or whatever and all that stuff. I'm like, no, we are mixed by now. We fighting for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Because we going off skin and all this stuff, or all this crazy stuff or whatever. When we all about the same thing in just a different form.
It's what, third child?
I had gotten an awakening of something related to what we're talking about. I was 19 and I was still living at home and I was working and I'm out there clubbing and partying and doing my thing, but respecting the household. And I came home. I think I must have came home around 3:30 in the morning, and I had to
got
be
5 minutes, y'all.
I had to be at work at 6, and I came in, laid down, went to sleep, got up, went to work. So I did my thing. Later after I got off work, came home, I saw my mother. She said, "What time did you get home?" Around 3:30. And then you went on. She said, "Well, at least what I can say about you, whenever you go out, you always get up and go to work." I said, "Yeah, I got to go to work. That's the only way I can keep going out." She said, "Your father used to do the same thing. He'll come in the house late at night and get right back up early in the morning and gone back to work." And I said, "Wow," I just laughed. But I
That's that
didn't know.
validation thing I
I
told you,
didn't
man.
know, but I wasn't born. But I was like, wow.
That's too funny because my mama used the same thing on me too. Like, yeah, my mama said that I used to shake chips just like this, like how she did. I never knew that she did that and all that stuff. But I'm like, dog, a lot of that stuff is literally just human actions, and we just want to validate it with our features that we see. That's what all it is for real. But
your
I don't.
characteristics, your actions, your DNA, all that's from your parents.
It's like all this stuff is literally humans' action. It's just the way it's done. It brings a reflect in our mind. That's why we're going to say that. They never remind me of that.
From your parents.
Because I could be like, my sister go out because it's me. I used to go out.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you have a brother or sister, Kev?
Did you read a book? I read a book back then. I used to do that.
No, Kev, do you have a brother or sister?
You said what?
Do you have a brother or sister?
Yeah, I got a sister.
Okay, so does she act more like your mom or your dad?
Neither.
Would you say?
Neither. Okay. She got her own.
All right, well,
she in her own lane for real.
I was trying to go.
I don't even want to talk about right now.
No,
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Okay.
I ain't trying to get cussed out. She popping my live. I'm good.
Brothers,
I don't want to hear her.
No, but I'm saying, do you ever look over at her and be like, "Oh, mom does that all the time"?
Yeah.
Nope, mama don't do it. Mama don't do it at all. She's saint. Daddy, I can see some of my daddies. I can say daddy ways or something. I can say that, but I can say, yo, she got that grudgeness from him or something like that. She got the. But at the end of the day, the reason why I say it's valid is because of what she has seen, and she's been following a lot of footsteps that she's seen. But it ain't no genetic thing. It's just because that's what I don't want to get deep in the thing, but it's just stuff she's seen, so she's following it. That's all it is. But it ain't. I don't think it has nothing to do, but because of.
That's different. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah. But yeah, I got 2 minutes. What you say, hug?
Now call hug, Lord.
What is? I gotta read the full thing. You're just say huge.
Just call me Joker. That's fine.
Huge.
Just Joker.
Nah, you gonna come in this new name talking about call me? Oh, that's because your name probably switched. Everybody's name did switch around.
Yeah.
What is going on?
I forgot everybody's name just switched around. Yeah, your stuff say huge in here now.
Yeah,
Joker.
that's weird too.
What do you mean?
Oh. That was TikTok messing with us.
Yeah, TikTok done switched everybody's names around and stuff, man.
What? Mm-hmm. Mine is still the same, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, you probably put Lady Play twice, so that's probably what's the same. My stuff probably, my LOL is different from the other LO because I think I put it down different for I don't know, remember why, but I don't know. Yeah, your stuff don't say Lady Play 71 no more. It just say Lady Play. It used to say Lady Play 71.
What? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Shut up.
It just switched like that, like recently, I guess. Your name probably wasn't brother. Let's see what his other name was. Let me see what. Yeah, when he came in the room, it was probably Brother Mark 007. I was just Brother Narc.
Yeah. DROT now. Yeah.
Third child's needs.
But yeah. But Joke, what you got for me, man? I got 1 minute. Everybody want to come in when I gotta get off. That's crazy.
Wait, you gotta go?
I got 1 minute. Yeah, I gotta go to work. Tomorrow.
Oh, go your tail to work.
What you had for me? You had something? You wanted to say good night or something?
Well, I was just gonna say that I feel like it's I don't know, I got two different things to say. But the first thing that I got to say is that I don't feel like every time somebody like goes back and thinks on stuff that's happened or whatever that, it's a bad thing. It all, depends on what you take from it, because I know I had to I mean, even though it is difficult for a lot of experiences to like actually rethink about them and go through those motions again, possibly,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's a good idea to revisit non-traumatic, like don't go into nothing that you ain't gonna be able to hop back out of, but
Mm-hmm.
stuff that you could go back and be like, oh shoot, and then like take a lesson from it. Like I
You
feel like that's what
use
you're
certain
supposed to
things that
really
like
do.
notes. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
it, because I know I just came to I just came to a realization about the men that I date and why I was going wrong. And it's
Mm.
funny
That's
because I
called
had to go back.
reflection. That's called reflection, though.
I
That's a
had to
good
go
thing.
back and look and think about what I was looking for in these men, and I was literally just looking for someone who was at least a small bit socially awkward.
He was looking for somebody to talk to,
that
show
that
some
that was
love.
No, I wanted
Oh,
somebody
Now
that
you
T-Pain.
was
being
able to
honest with
relate to me
yourself now.
because
Right,
I'm one of them
brother?
people that could be in the
Yeah.
house for months or
Socially,
years at a
no,
time.
sister,
I needed somebody
socially
versatile too.
awkward is a guy that's standing at the party picking his nose.
Uh,
What?
what you doing? How you doing?
But what if his nose
Yeah.
is itching?
Why does he gotta be picking his
Isn't
nose?
socially awkward like subjective
That's socially
anyways?
awkward.
ACD.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't
I
know.
think that's subjective
Or,
anyways. I think
or
everybody got
standing
their own
around laughing
definition
at
on
his
that
own
one.
jokes.
Well, I think anytime
He said
you got to look at people to be able to replicate some type of
Yeah, yeah,
communication.
Yeah.
That's weird.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But all that's just reflecting back on things is a good thing, though, because yeah, it does. It shows you what you possibly need to change or what you really want or not. So self-reflection is good.
yeah, right. But that all
But
come
just
up
like lady,
mindset though.
listen,
It depend on
and
the
I, and I
mindset.
Joker,
want
he
I
didn't
want to be a mod,
he
Kev. I want to be a
didn't
mod.
reflect on this thing. He told us that we had a minute to go, so he should be thanking his mom or his dad for having a pet peeve or not wanting to be late for something.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and his new mod that wish that she could block him up off this app in the lot.
What the
Because
What?
he
huge
said,
What do
too?
you
I
mean
about to
block?
call it huge again. Joker with the mind stuff again. Nah, you been messing up, man. I told you, I
Hey,
said I gotta see you consecutive, man. It don't work like that. I
Mhm.
know what you don't
what you
work like
mean?
that,
Tap up the
man.
screen, guys.
You
Let's
don't
get
even
Kev
go
to
live
20.
consecutively. What are you
K.
I
talking
do. I go live 4 times out the week now. Say no.
Four
Boy, but
times.
I have not
I
seen you
I
four
was
times
on
live
two. I
this week.
was on. Lady play. How long I been in here? She been in here
Yep,
every day. I've been in here.
we've
Go
been
ahead and
here
talk to
from
her.
since like
Show
yeah,
her
we've
what
been here.
mods do. Talk to her in mod talk.
Yes, yes. We've been here for a while.
he
Please go
like
ahead.
her mod talk though.
Y'all
He said,
play
after you done
too
been in my
easy.
room so long, you start talking like that, man. But you probably wouldn't know, you know what I'm
Mhm.
Why? I feel like she just covering up for you.
saying? It's the mod talk. I mean, it's like, no, it's an adapt. Remember we was talking about adapting earlier, y'all? Remember that? When you in the whole,
Yes,
when you in the environment for so long, you start adapting, you know what I'm
you start
saying?
adapting
You
exactly. You get
ain't, it wasn't
comfortable.
my genetic that came to us. It was just, it's like, no, it's not. Oh, man. This is
Tap up the
interesting. Who knew
screen,
where this is
guys.
going to
Tap up the
go?
screen.
No, I ain't got to tap
Mod.
nothing. I'm about to tap myself to sleep. I'm
You're
about to
about to
tap out.
tap out. Yeah, that's true too.
Yes, but hey, look, I
We
got a
almost
nice
made it
juicy
to
topic
20K.
tomorrow for y'all, man. Remember this? I got the can single people give good relationship advice? Let me give you something for y'all to saturate in y'all brain real quick.
All right, brother. You be safe out there.
All right, for sure, man. Good talk, man, and
All
thank you. I
right.
appreciate y'all for coming in.
All right.
Appreciate you. Yeah, for sure. Good talks, y'all.
All right, Kev.
So,
See you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. It was
All
a
right,
right,
y'all.
see ya.
pleasure once again.
Hey, put in that work, Miss Hugh. I mean, Joker. I keep looking at that first name now. Put in that work, man. You know you want that spot. There
Everybody's
you
gonna be
go. Remember
confused now.
that.
All right,
Man,
ladies, y'all
TikTok
have
All
a
right,
good
playing
good
with me.
night.
night,
Stay on
Y'all
live
everybody.
with
be
me
safe
next time.
also.
All right, I'll
All
follow.
right,
I'm
bye.
already following. All right, Joker, I'll
All
follow you
right.
next. I'll give you
Y'all have a good night.
All
take
right.
All
care.
right.